since y'all defeated Rosna-C, besides that, the city of Omu is just in turmoil right now. It's kind of dangerous for a weaker member, or a weaker party member, a weaker player. But if you are a stronger competitor, this is the time for you to rise up and take your, take what you have earned. It's grabbing whatever lanes you can, establishing dominance within the city right now. Since Rosna-C was the all-powerful leader of Omu, that has thrown everything into chaos. Since y'all killed the kobolds in such cold-blooded manner, there are mysteries and rumors going around about a murderous horde of, murder hobos that have found their way into Omu and are collecting the cubes. Y'all are 3 and a boar of those adventurers that have collected those cubes. If you also want, y'all can read off your rumors.
Now that you mention it, I do kind of want to take this city. I am a native nobleman. I could do with the land.
Okay.
I could do with the trade.
Well, once the death curse is cured, Omu might actually be a nice trading hub and center. It was quite a prosperous city back in the olden days.
Well, I'm calling first dibs on the city.
Taking a claim to the land. Ooh, I'm back.
I believe dibs work in land holding arguments. What does Baku and Osmond want to do?
Well, at this point, if it's early in the morning, Oswald's probably working on his maps. And consider probably his next move would be either to help Baku out in his quest or take a beeline and go straight for the soulmonger. He doesn't see too much value in staying around one place for too long.
How long do we have left in this death curse? It's just like 2 weeks left, right?
That's
not
cute.
long.
Yeah, not long. When tell me when that red light goes on.
Wait, what happens in 2 weeks?
No, I was just guessing the amount of time for that death curse. Because I know we don't have much left.
Like, what do you mean? I thought the death curse remains until Soulmonger is done.
Yeah. No. It's pretty much until the Soulmonger is destroyed. For y'all's storyline.
Okay. Spoiler alert.
Off. Yeah, one second. I'll plug it into a different one that isn't as finicky. Because the last thing we need is running completely out of power.
Yes.
Especially when we're in a dungeon crawl.
I can go. All right. Sorry. Now you. All right. I have all mine made, so I can pay attention now.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. So, back in, 3 of y'all and Boromir going over y'all's loot, your cubes, and what all y'all would like to do.
Well, what do you guys want to do? What are you guys thinking?
So before we get too crazy, Squigs or Andy, whatever, wants to get clarification on how the rumor works. Like, is that a true statement, or is it a false statement, or is it a whatever?
So there's 2 good.
Yeah, there's.
I told him that. Just want
2
clarification
good,
on the rumor.
2 bad, which are also true. They're just bad rumors.
Yeah.
And then 1 false.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how the breakup is. 2 true, 2 false.
No,
I'm sorry.
2 bad.
2 good, 2 bad that are all true, and then 1 false.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Got it.
Okay, no problem. So, what are we doing, lad? Scouting ahead for the rest of the adventuring party.
What do we see?
Y'all are on the south side right now. Y'all haven't traveled anywhere. Y'all are still sitting in the campsite, or the Shigambi campsite that y'all made after the long. Y'all still sitting outside of the Temple of Shigambi, where you took a long rest. Still have a campground set up. Your other adventurers are passed out there. They'll join you accordingly.
Do we know where the tomb is?
Yes, I'll have discovered where the Tomb of the 9 Gods is located in its entrance. It's along the it's on the northernmost edge of Omu. Right now, y'all are on the southernmost edge, since y'all decided to do this one last.
Fuck. Well, friends, should we proceed to the north and try and find this tomb entrance? We know it's on the north side, but it may just take us a little bit. We should be able to find it, no problem.
I'd be fine with that.
And if you want to take a picture of this with your phone and send it to the group, they can see the whole shrine. I'll need a survival check, I'm guessing by Baku, to guide y'all to the north, because you have an extensively long, it looks like to be about a 2,000-foot long walkway that stretches up above the city, or well, above the ground level, and extends from where you are currently standing in the shrine all the way to the northern edge between the amphitheater and the Tomb of the Nine Gods, at least the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods that y'all believe.
I just sent the map to our group message.
Yeah, that's our Omu map, since y'all have finally gotten to this point. So I was trying not to share it since I had a couple spoilers on there.
All right. So, does anyone have survival besides me?
I think maybe me. Hold on.
Maybe, baby.
Nope, it was my other character, not this one. I'm 4 in survival, but not proficient.
If you don't have proficiency, you can't lend aid, unfortunately. So
Yeah, it was just, maybe I had a higher score.
Brad, you don't have it either, I'm guessing.
Not survival, no. I mean, I'm half proficient.
How does half proficiency works? Like you just take half your proficiency modifier?
No, it's not a thing.
Well, I am. Bard. Jack of all trades.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that, yeah.
13?
Yeah.
Wait, so he is technically proficient?
No, he's, you know what, I will allow you to get proficiency from your Jack of all trades, because he is a bard.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I keep thinking he's the turtle.
I mean, if you want me my turtle back from the dead.
I actually might. There are lots of necromancers in the tomb.
Oh, geez.
It just won't be the same sort of living that you were hoping for. You should have seen Jordan's face just light up. Oh my god, that was great.
Fucking asshole. You got me excited for Sky.
So with a, what was it, 17 survival?
18.
18 survival, y'all are able to make it to the northern side of Omu in about 2 hours of travel. I will need constitution upon you, since no one talked about their bug repellent.
Fuck.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Yes. Damn. 25.
As Jack falls unconscious.
15? Oh, 16. 16.
16 is good. Get for your
Ah, nat 20. Get fucked.
And Jack is good, as he remembers, like, not again, mosquitoes. You knocked me unconscious for far too long, as you see a horde of mosquitoes descend around Baku's Mount Boromir. They seem to be quite infatuated with that porky blood.
2%?
Is that a 2? Yeah, it's a 2. And then a D10.
Yes. 2 for 20 hours.
Okay. Boromir is going to feel compelled to react in a certain way every now and then, almost like Tourette's or Tremors. He is going to fall prone, roll over, and get back onto his feet at undetermined times for the next, what was that, D10?
20.
For the next 20 hours. So the person mounting him might have a little bit of difficulty while being on, while riding him.
Fuck. Baku doesn't know this yet, though. So.
Yep, he just sees a bunch of mosquitoes on his boar.
And at this point, Baku is going to use some bug repellent on himself and especially his boar because he sees these bugs.
Okay.
He doesn't realize that they have affected the boar yet, but he's kind of just trying to shoo him away.
And so I'll see these mass mosquitoes on Baku swapping away, clearing a northern edge with Baku in lead. Sorry, I've been so excited to actually start this tomb over after I've already gotten a few run-throughs with it. So, as you approach the cliffs, and also obligatory question, is anyone here having problems with the waterfall? I think Rylu is the one that's been having nightmares with the waterfall, but I want to make sure that it was him and not anyone else.
It was not me.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure it was none of y'all. Near the base, So as y'all approach the base of these cliffs on the northern side, because remember the Omu is sunken down into the earth with like a 70, 80 foot at its shortest point cliff face surrounding the entirety of the city. A 15-foot tall obelisk of cracked stone is draped with moss with vines and black moss. Behind it, you see a dark passageway obscured by withers and creepers. A second, smaller, narrow tunnel near the base is also near the east. So right now, as y'all approach, y'all are going to see these two entrances. One heavily obscured with vines to the north. I'm going to try and draw y'all a good compass. And to the east, a narrow 5-foot passageway that extends off into the cliffside.
Is that the one I could fit in? Since I am a medium or small creature, whatever a dwarf is.
Yeah, you can fit in either. The one to the north is 10 feet wide. The one to the east is 5 feet wide.
You don't see this one, I'm guessing?
No. Thanks for pointing it out.
Just making sure.
I know, just giving you shit.
All right.
Well, Baku,
Baku is going to approach. Say again?
I was going to ask Baku if he would want me to poke around in the smaller cave or stay with the group.
Well, I would recommend stay with the group. The last thing we want to do is encounter something and us all not be together.
And as Baku mentions this, all of your passive perception are going to pick up 3 stone gargoyles that watch you from narrow ledges above the cliffside. Each has a face of a bearded devil, its mouth agape in a silent scream. They appear to be 30 feet above the ground and about 25 feet apart, stretched out in precarious positions along this cliffside. Much more gargoyle than you have seen.
All of us pick that up?
All of you pick that up.
Are they moving or like legitimate?
Be having some, if you will.
As of right now, unmoving. They do not seem to be active.
Like they seem to be made out of like a statue?
Right now they appear to be statues. They are unmoving, unchanged.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they appear to be made out of stone. Also, as y'all appear, you see a stone obelisk standing in the middle of this courtyard. It stands about 40 feet tall. Oswin, you're going to detect an odd amount of energy, an aura about this obelisk that seems like it might be radiating something out arcanically with your passive. Other than that, you aren't able to tell much.
Without approaching it, can I tell anything about the obelisk for my stone history shit?
Using your passive, you're only able to see that the stone is heavily obscured by vines and foliage, so you'd have to clear those away before you'd be able to use your background in stone.
Okay.
Baku's going to go up and observe.
Yeah, it's like an Arcana check that I can make or something of the sort to identify.
Very similar to Jack, you'd be making an Arcana check on the vines that are surrounding the obelisk right now. You'd have to clear those away before you could actually get to the stone. They seem heavily grown around the structure as if it hasn't had a good set of Mexican hands on it in a while. It's a very, very...
All right.
God damn it.
That's a +3 for Arcana. That is an 18.
All right, so you wiped away the vines and did that?
Well, I'm trying to investigate if there's any magical presence. My character is his curiosity is piqued at this point.
All right, so you are going to feel that there's some sort of magical aura. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the word. An aura radiating from this pillar. Unless you use some sort of spell like Detect Magic, I can't tell you the type of magic, but you do feel there's some sort of important presence here. You're also going to notice small symbols of Acerak dotting the structure between the vines.
This looks like stone?
Yes, it's a stone obelisk, completely surrounded or like overgrown with vines.
Out of just curiosity, Baku is going to touch it just to get a feel.
All right.
Interested.
You begin to see Baku stroking the very phallic obelisk as it stands in the middle of this courtyard with some nice little bushes around it. Doesn't seem, again, very well trimmed. As he seems to clear a bit of it away, he sees some writing. It seems as if it's written in common, but you can only make out a few words. You see oppose, it hides, and to the doomed child. But this is all you're able to make out, just gingerly touching and moving the vines around.
oppose, like someone opposes you?
Yes, opposing you.
Okay, that was. Sorry, let me write this down.
Okay. Oppose, it hides, and to the doomed child, but it seems to be part of a bigger script that'll require y'all to move more of the vines if you would like to do this. As you kind of see Baku lip reading while on top of the board.
Now, after seeing Baku touch the stone, I approach it and also touch the stone. But I want to investigate the stone itself. All
right, give me an investigation roll with advantage because of your masonry proficiency.
Here it says history.
Oh, okay, yeah, history.
Oh boy.
Oh, God.
I like that sound.
I get a 23.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as you just move a few more of the vines across, you're like, Baku, what? Why are you only reading a few words from this message? There's an extensive warning here. Fear the night when the forsake. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, before I get that intro, you see a plaque and a message that reads inside of it, written in common. Fear the night when the Forsaken One seizes death's mantle, and the seas dry up and the dead rise. And I, Asarak the Eternal, reap the world of the living. Those who enter, take heed. The enemies oppose. One stands between them. In darkness it hides. Don the mask or be seen. Speak no truth to doom the child. The keys turn on the inside only. Fuck! I was down to the last line. I was doing so well. But that is it. And again, I can read over again. Jordan can actually, Jordan, would you mind? Picture of this. Send it to the group since that's an actual warning. Y'all can see that. Actually, this is really helpful. The reason I don't usually send pictures like this is because my phone is doing the live stream. Never thought to actually text or to have y'all do it. Yeah, do it sideways. You can zoom in.
So basically, you don't be around here at night.
So what do you want to do upon seeing? Oops, sibling stuff on that end.
Yeah, I was going to say.
What was that?
So the TLDRs, we don't want to be around here at night. That's what I'm getting from this.
TLDR is Asarak is a BAMP motherfucker, but at least he'll give you a warning if you're about to put yourself in a perilous situation.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, I sent it to the group chat.
Yeah, he's gonna go Jibit. He'll be slightly respectful. And Jordan just sent the placard that y'all see on the obelisk in the group, so we can keep good track of that. Other than that, you'll still see the two entrances, one to the north and one to the east.
Well, which entrance would you fine gentlemen like to approach?
Well, we can only fit in the one, but I can fit in both.
So which one would you like to go into? If you can fit in both.
I'm asking the party here. What do they suggest?
Looking on Boromir with y'all's passive perception, you can see that he probably wouldn't fit through the eastern passageway. The northern one looks to be the only one from where you're currently standing that you could fit him into without squeezing.
I'm gonna roll something to see if he rolls over on me.
Oh no, I've got that.
Okay.
No, I'm keeping active tracks on that. It's all based on time and rechecks.
Gotcha. Well, what would you gentlemen prefer? North or east?
Let's go into the one where we all can fit into. Including
Okay.
Boromir.
Yeah, this point, unity is more important.
That is my vote.
I do fear that I may have to leave Boromir outside the tomb anyway. I don't feel like he's going to be able to be in such close quarters, this being a tomb, and I'm guessing it is a tomb, so it's probably going underground. The tunnelways down there are very narrow. You may get very claustrophobic if you anyway.
Before we get too crazy, Squigs is about to hop on. Just
What's
FYI.
that?
Oh, and Squigs is about to hop online.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, just keep and also, sorry, Jason, if we keep asking for you every now and then, you're breaking up.
Oh, that's fine. I have
Yeah,
really
thank you.
good-
I'm guessing you guys are going up with?
What? So Baku would prefer to leave Boromir outside for now.
What is this? The entry?
I'm all for
What does it
Boromir.
look like?
So as you'll walk forward to the 10-foot wide passageway, you see a short tunnel. It seems to extend about 15 feet before it ends at a slab of worked stone, whose edges are marked by reliefed carvings of grinning. 4 engraved at the center of the slab, and they cross one another to form a star, with both ends of each line marking the location of a cube-shaped cavity cut into the door. There are 8 cavities in all.
Oh.
Only 8 cavities.
Baku is going to leave Boromir hiding in the bush. And just mount.
You see him start to just roll over repeatedly, just get himself all comfy with the dirt.
And
Goes prone. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that.
let's see what this is about. See, it looks as though there are 8 slots. However, we have 9 cubes. Shall we investigate a little further?
I'm okay with investigating, but I don't. Something feels shifty here.
What?
Something feels shifty here, but I'm all for investigating.
Well, a passive investigation will pick up that there are 8 cavities for cubes and only 9 cubes.
Is anyone good at investigation? Because I am not.
I mean, I am... Actually, yes, I am proficient. Okay. Anyone else proficient? That can assist me?
Nope.
Good luck.
No.
Good
If
luck.
If only I could inspire myself.
So, Jack, can you come with inside? I'm guessing we're going inside?
That is, yeah, I would like to walk up and investigate it further with a 12 for my investigation check.
Okay, 12 for investigation is just going to see the 8 stone cube repositories, the places that cubes could be placed. You are able to see and confirm that they are the same size as the puzzle cubes that you have. And you see that there might be some order that might be required to put them into the door to successfully cause it to open, especially with your arcanic background and knowledge.
Jack, are you coming into the cave area?
Yes. I want to stay about 2 or 3 feet behind the party.
Okay, so 1 square.
How big is this area?
It is 15 feet long, 10 feet wide before it gets you to the door.
Just like that.
Yeah, like literally just like that.
Perfect. Okay.
Can we tell a difference between each cube? Or do they all look exactly the same?
Each one of the puzzle cubes has the representation of its corresponding trickster god. So Shigambi has a picture of the... Oh, actually, here, let me go down the list, especially for y'all. Jordan, would you mind taking a picture again? Since these would be all of the cubes. So, like, Shigambi is the leopard with the snakes coming out of its shoulder. Ubalaka is the teddy bear with all of the ferocious claws. He's the Zorbo. Ejin is the rabbit with the horn on his head. But these are the 9 trickster gods that you have available to you and that y'all found. Jordan just sent it to the group. And those are what are on all 6 of the faces on each one of the cubes. Same representation of whichever god it corresponds to.
Well, wait, you said on these little faces where we can put the cubes, do they have these?
They're blank.
They're blank.
They are blank. You see basically a big pentagram along the door and the 8 puzzle cubes, well, the 8 holes for the puzzle cubes surrounded around the door.
I'm not proficient in it, but screw it. I'll try investigating.
Okay.
Nope.
You investigate nothing. It seems like a trap door in front of you, as Baku isn't able to gain much information from looking closer towards the doorway. He seems stumped.
Any other ideas? I'm guessing these cubes go in here, but the question is, which ones go where?
Any thoughts, lads?
My character appears stumped.
Okay. Well, Jason seems to be dropping out. Other than that, what would y'all like to do? Because y'all are just scratching your heads, looking around right now. Oh, also, I would like to use this opportunity to remind y'all how important the trickster gods and paying attention to detail will be as y'all make it further into this tomb. That is a big thing that I would like to encourage and remind y'all to do. It's why I'm making sure that Jordan is sending pictures and that we have this information available and y'all can call back on it. Pay attention to the details. They can really matter. The group that's the Monday night group is 9 sessions into this dungeon right now, and they are having a serious problem with long rests because they aren't able to get one. So getting things done quickly once you are inside is important. Well, helpful. I mean, I might say for a little above the table knowledge.
There's nothing else in this room that indicates...
It isn't really a room. It's more of a passageway. It's only 10 feet wide. It goes 15 feet deep into the mountain before it sets into this heavy stone door with the 8 cube slots and a star.
Star.
Yeah, there's a star in the middle of it. 4 lines engraved at the center of the slab that cross one another to form a star.
Well,
Can you guys hear me? Because I got disconnected for a bit.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Cool.
perhaps we should go to that east entrance and see if maybe there's a clue or something over there. Maybe there's something else that we're supposed to do before we come here.
I also agree with that.
Okay. Baku at this time is going to exit the cave. Or the passageway, I'm sorry.
No, that's a cave. Small.
I follow Baku.
Okay. Oswin?
I'm also going to try back up Baku.
Okay. So as you'll go to the eastern entrance, you're going to see a short tunnel. Actually, that's the same one I just read. As y'all look to the eastern entrance, you see alcoves that run the length of a narrow tunnel, each one featuring a statue standing or squatting above a basin of oil. As y'all look in, it seems like the first statue is about 20 feet away from the entrance where y'all are currently standing.
Well, Jack, would you like to head in first and I'll be right behind you, or would you rather me try and squeeze in? I can squeeze in, but
I will go in first and lead the way.
Roger that.
All right. So as y'all start walking in, you begin to see the 3-foot-tall depictions of these odd animals moving down the hall from the west to the east. The opposing statues depict a Jakuli to the east and a Sioux monster, a Jakuli to the west and a Sioux monster to the east. After that, an Almaraj and a Zorbo. Then an Elbis and a Froghemoth, followed by a Grung and a Commandant. Your passive intelligence is going to pick up that these are 8 of the 9 trickster gods, corresponding to the 8 of the 9 cubes that you have. And as you walk in and start to investigate all of this, the basins of oil sitting in front of these creatures are all going to ignite, as it provides a bit of light in this area. This 5-foot wide hallway has now been incredibly well lit, as 8 different sources of fire have sprung up from these nice little statues.
Can you read off which statues are in this hallway again?
Yes, I can. You have Mao, Wongo, Ijin, Ubalaka, Papazolto, Kubazan, Nang Nang, and Shagambi.
You did not call out Unk, right?
I did not call out Unk. That is correct.
Okay.
Who came before Dang? Because I somehow typed out Obama, and I don't think that's right.
No, Obama's always the answer, man. Haven't you learned anything?
Yeah, but I feel like
But is he a trickster god?
Oh, he's certainly a trickster god. He's a politician. Come on now. Basically, with Baku's assertion, y'all were able to see all 8. You're able to see 8 representation of trickster gods besides Unk. He's the only one y'all aren't able to see.
Seems as though Unk isn't here. Perhaps the 8 slots are for all of the trickster gods except for the Unk one. That's my best
And
guess.
Jack is in the lead, correct? As y'all are going down this hall?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
I translate it back to the party.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you'll see the 8 trickster gods. You see the oil basins projecting over their figures and their that ends about 10, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60 feet into the tunnel is where it ends, at a dead end.
Should we keep going, Baku, or should we turn around and place the cubes where they go?
Well, doesn't seem to be much more in here. I don't see what else we can do unless you have any ideas.
I am perfectly fine with turning around.
Then I suppose we're going back.
As you'll make it back outside, you just see Boromir rolling over again and again, going in circles as he just seems to be clouding himself in dust.
Do I find this peculiar?
Yes, you do. You see that Boromir is quite out of sorts for his usual well-tamed and well-trained manner.
Baku is going to go over to him, concerned, and he's going to try and
Okay, so
calm him and see what's up.
Oswin and Jack are going to see Baku go over to his boar that seems to be acting a bit abnormally, strangely. Check.
Hey, Jordan, are you proficient in medicine?
I am not. I think I switched that over before I hit level 5.
I would like to go over to Boromir and
Why?
help.
I do have a healer's kit, though.
I just want to see what could be the cause of this or the root of it.
Jason, would you mind saying-
I am half proficient.
Jason, would you mind typing that out for a second? You're breaking up.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
yeah, he's
okay, go ahead and give me a medicine check, Jack.
in.
Hello?
Anybody hear me now?
I hear you.
Okay. I wasn't hearing a thing.
I don't hear anything either. I think they're muted.
Can you hear me, or am I still
Yeah.
all fucked?
That's why they just went down.
Hmm.
Can you hear me, Brad, or am I fucked?
Oh, I hear you.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Well, at least I got my thing in before they left. Oh, hey, handsome.
Fucking matter, does it?
Albert, are you there and alive?
Uh-oh.
Hello, guys. Can y'all hear? Oh, maybe.
Yes, I can hear you.
We can hear you now.
Can y'all hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Okay, sweet. Somewhere over there.
Albert, you can hear me now, right?
Over there. Okay. Yeah. Just the Wi-Fi connection is that direction, so.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I'll put it. I got it right here.
All right. Can you hear us, guys?
Yeah.
I can hear you if you can hear me.
Yes, we can. Okay, sorry. I had a little bit of difficulties with the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi.
Good.
Not the Wi-Fi.
So, as Railu begins to approach the party, he sees them coming out of a narrow passageway to the east of this clearing. He also sees an opening to the north, a massive obelisk that stands in the center of this clearing. Besides that, his 3 companions and Boromir rolling over and over again.
Baku at this point is saying that his attempts are not working, so he's going to pull out his pan flute and try and play that. to soothe him.
Okay, what is everyone else doing?
I rolled a 22 in medicine to see if I could find a cure or at least the cause of what's wrong with Boromir.
I would like to
determine that Boromir is suffering from madness.
Oh boy. Baku is madness.
Require a greater restoration to take care of.
Greater restoration potion is what it needs to fix.
I would wish to note that I have bug repellent on before I walk up to them.
Good call.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. Roll me a Constitution saving throw with advantage, because they already forgot. Honestly, why Boromir is flipping end over end. That's hilarious. Oh, good timing, Riley. So what are y'all doing as Riley's walking up, as y'all see him just slathering himself in this oily substance?
Be jealous. 19.
You're good. You stave off those mosquitoes, swatting them away.
At least for once.
Yeah, you see him start to calm down a bit. He nuzzles down. But
God damn it, it was on 20 again.
Never mind. He gets quite unnerved and just starts barrel rolling all around the area. He's actually going to knock down a couple of bushes and knock up a bit of dirt. He's making a fair bit of noise right now as he's just squealing. Seems to be quite mad, quite crazy. As Baku is looking at this, what would Jack and Oswin like to do as Riley was approaching with the information y'all have gained?
Got it.
Jack, Oswin, Riley, anything?
I got nothing I want to do right now except take care of little Boromir.
I have an herbalism kit.
Just Baku and anything he may need.
I have an herbalism kit, and I'm also proficient in it. Can I try and brew something up to calm?
You can always try.
Would that be a
Yeah.
Do I have a feeling that it might be a charm and a counter charm might be effective?
You are able to understand with Jack's, you fail. With Jack's discernment of the madness, you still fail. That it will require a greater restoration or something similar, or waiting out the time until these ill effects have greeted the board or have left the board.
I would like to ask, has there been a short and a long rest
Yes.
since the
Y'all got a
last?
long rest. Y'all were able to get a long rest before the start of this adventure.
Okay.
I seem to be having difficulty calming Boromir down. He's freaking out.
Freaking out, man.
Buttercup. Butternuts. Shit.
Well, I guess Baku's just going to continue trying to calm him down and relax him.
Okay, you see Baku just wildly trying to calm down his boar. What would everyone else like to do?
That's a good question.
So, right,
Round it up.
these cubes over there in those holes. So if we do that, some shit may happen.
As of right now, the party has discovered a doorway that has 8 cavities in it, about the same. Each cavity about the same size of one of the puzzle cubes. The party has also discovered this narrow hallway filled up with 8 statues, all 8 of which are trickster gods. The only one missing is Unk, the flail snail. Besides that, that was what Jack and Baku were able to discover exploring these 2. Besides that, y'all have discovered nothing else besides the warning on the central obelisk.
Would a 22 in medicine tell me?
That was a while back. That was from Boromir.
Okay.
That's what I did earlier.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know if you just typed that in.
All right, lads. What do we do?
What are you guys doing? Baku's trying to calm Boromir.
Well, if Baku doesn't need help with anything, I'm just going to sit in front of the obelisk or the doorway thing. Just sit in front of it.
Okay. So you see Jack, the knowledge cleric albino dwarf, just sitting in front of this passageway, contemplating. What would everyone else like to do?
I think we lost Squigs.
Yeah, Squigs might have. Oh
No,
no!
I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here.
What are you doing?
With my
And actually, Squigs, if you wouldn't mind, just shut off your video and your audio will work a bit better on the laptop.
Okay.
That
Normally,
bandwidth bit.
say that one more time.
Oh yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
So as of right now, you see the albino dwarf knowledge cleric sitting down in front of the northern passageway and just sort of getting a meditative stance. He sort of starts to contemplate the problem in front of him. Besides that, you'll learn nothing.
Do I pick up any traps or something fucky with my passive?
With your passive, no. You're unsuccessful in picking up any traps, any nefarious energy, any maleficent necrotic energy that might come surging out at you.
I believe at this point, Riley would still be arguing amongst himself about entering into this tome. So he would be seen standing and just mumbling to himself.
Okay. You see Riley just unnerved, especially left behind.
We do have the cubes upon us, yes?
Yes,
Yes.
I'll have all 9 puzzle cubes.
I'm okay with
Brad? Input?
I mean, I don't see any sign of inserting a certain cube in a certain slot, do I?
No, you do not. There's no indication if one cube means any different than, or one cube means anything else in a different spot.
UFC.
I mean, really, I'm just actively looking around for anything additional. I mean, maybe I'll touch the slots with my hand, not putting a cube in there, but just to get a feel for it, to see if it's anything going on besides the fact that it's stone.
Well, as you start fingering the box slot, you are unsuccessful. Thank you, Jack. You were unsuccessful in seeing if there's any shrines, any depiction that one of these slots is different from the other. They're all basic bitches in your mind. All the same.
So
Alright.
whoever is the owner of the cubes, after seeing Osmond do that, I asked to cube in the slot. But more sexual sounding, like you made it sound.
Well, thank you. So as you look around, you're actually going to realize that you have 3 of the cubes on you.
Oh, I do?
Railu, yes, you have 3 of the cubes on you. Baku has 3 cubes on him, and Oswin is going to have 3 cubes on him. Baku is in possession of the 1 cube that wasn't represented in the passageway, the Unk cube. Other than that, everyone else.
Which 3 cubes do I have?
You have Shigambi, Nang Nang, and Papa Zolto.
So in the picture that Jordan sent, the holes in the door, does it look like this as well? Like it's 3, 3, 3? 3 rows of 3?
No, it doesn't look like 3, 3, 3. This looks like 8 around a star.
Okay.
There's only 8 slots.
And they don't seem to be any particular order. They don't seem to be arranged in a particular manner. They just seem to be there.
Can I tell where these circles start, or is it just like a continual circle around the star?
It's just a continual circle around the star that sits on the doorway.
Okay, so the bottom hole beneath the star, 1, 2, 3, 3 to the left of it. I put in the Nang Nang cube.
Okay. And as you put in the Nang Nang, your bard, Oswin, and Railu, now that he's with you, are going to see a surge of energy that come from around that area. Right now, you are the only one next to the doorway as you start to put a cube in.
I back away 10 feet at least after putting in the cube.
As you back up 10 feet, you are 5 feet from the doorway.
Okay. Wait.
Doorway to the outside.
Okay. That was confusing, but I got it.
Sorry about that. Doorway and door.
Does anyone else want to do anything at the moment? You guys saw what I saw.
Actually, Jack and Baku didn't see this magic. Only Oswin and Rylu were the ones that saw that magic energy because of their passive arcana.
Oh, my. How do you do that? Because my arcana is pretty high.
Oh, you're a fucking knowledge player. Of course you have arcana. You were able to see it as well. Yes, it's 10 plus your arcana modifier. A passive is pretty much just 10 plus your base.
Oh, then it's like 20.
Yeah, you have a plus 10 arcana?
That's how did it work again?
10 plus your modifier.
10 plus my modifier. Oh, then it's 12. So I don't include the number that's in the box next to the arcana.
Yeah, no, it's the arcana modifier.
What's your arcana?
Yeah.
What's your arcana?
My arcana is 8, and I'm proficient in it.
Are you proficient in it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. So what's the arcana
What's your arcana?
modifier?
My arcana modifier is my intellect, and my intellect is +2.
No. That's your intellect modifier. I need your arcana modifier, which is your intelligence plus the proficiency. So a plus 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, plus 5.
10.
So 15.
Okay.
15
So
is your
15 will be able to pick up that amount of magical energy that shoots out when you put the cube in.
Sweet. I tell Baku all this shit that just happened. I point
Okay.
on my eyes.
Baku looks very occupied at the moment, and kind of, he acknowledges that he heard you. But if you ask him again later, he's probably gonna ask what you're talking about.
I totally forgot you were taking care of Boromir.
Yeah, he's heavily focused on the boar right now.
He's very concerned about his boar.
Well, what does Oswin and Rylu think of this fucking
I
magic
mean,
happen?
we could just continue trying to put the cubes in.
Would you like to continue putting cubes in? I'm
I don't
okay
know
with
what else to do.
it. It was just a scary thing that happened.
Well, we are kind of opening a creepy tomb. I think scary things should be norm.
It's like it's not like y'all are going into the tomb of the 9 trickster gods or anything.
Yeah. Like, for me, my character is like, I think creepy things are to be expected at this point. You know what? I'll go ahead and put in all 3 of my cubes.
At
into-
once? Whoa.
No, not once. One at a time, and watching for the effect.
Okay.
I
So
will,
you're gonna put all 3.
I will have his back, so if anything starts to surge, I'm going to grab him and toss him with a -1 modifier.
Say again, Jason.
I want to anything that happens.
Okay. So that puts Oswin, Jack, and Rylu all into the passageway right now as y'all are putting cubes into it, and Baku is outside taking care of his boar. So y'all are putting cubes in. What order?
Good luck, Baku!
Thank you, friend. I'm trying to calm Boromir.
And there's no differences between them, right?
Not that you can see, no.
Hmm.
Cube, square peg, square hole.
I mean,
I'm gonna put my
Where's fucking a barbarian when we need one?
all right.
Smash.
I'm half proficient in barbarian.
Put them in!
Half proficient barbarian.
The ladies love the boxes.
You know what? So which 3 do I have again?
3 that you have, Oswin,
Can you guys hear me?
are yes, Ubalaka, Kubazan, and Mao.
All right. I'm going to put Mal in the very first slot.
All right. You see similar magic energy surge around the area, going back into the door. Nothing occurs as 2 cubes have been placed in.
All right. And then Kulazaka into slot number 2.
Jack put one in. Awesome, put one in. And as you put that, the 3rd cube in, you see another surge of energy as you see the star in the middle of the door begin to mildly illuminate.
And I'll put my last one in slot number 3.
All right, last one, slot number 3 is 4 cubes are in the door. Half of the slots have been filled, and you see another magic energy surge into it. But still, nothing else happens.
I
Jack?
walked up and put my last 2 remaining cubes in.
All right, with that, you see 2 empty slot holes left in the door as more magic energy surges after you put those in, and the star begins to glow just slightly brighter.
Does it matter the order that I tell you, or is it just whatever?
You're breaking up heavily.
Okay.
Don't worry about the order. Yeah, just don't worry about the order for right now. I'm just going to make some assumptions right now since we're having some connection issues. There we go.
Which 3D, please? Does
Okay.
it matter which order?
Yeah.
No.
So right now, Baku has 3 remaining cubes, and there are 2 cubes left as y'all are standing in the passageway.
So guys,
What would you like to do, Les?
we could either wait for Boromir to get better and Baku put the cubes in by himself, or we'd be a butthole and go interrupt him right now and ask for those cubes.
I see no reason to interrupt his calming of a party member that has assisted and aided us so far.
Keep in mind, it's going to take a while.
Yeah, and Jack also does know with that medicine check that Boromir is suffering from madness at least 10 to 15 hours.
I do not want to be over here during nightfall.
I also do not want to be here during nightfall.
I retract my previous statement, gentlemen. Let us go talk with him.
As you guys walk outside, Baku you guys ask him for the cubes, and Baku kind of like, his focus is still on the boar, and he kind of reaches into his pocket and stumbles around and kind of just like looking towards him, but handing the cubes over to you, like, hey, take these stupid things. I'm trying to fix a situation type of
These goddamn things.
scenario.
I'll make a offhand remark of just pay attention if you hear screaming coming from inside of there.
Yes, I will. I will absolutely do that, friend.
If it's girly, it's
I
fine.
am you guys forever. Well, not forever, but you get what I'm saying.
Potato, tomato.
Calm yourself, Boromir. Calm down. I'm right here. As he goes back to trying to calm Boromir.
So y'all see Baku going back to the boar. Y'all now have 3 more puzzle cubes. What would you like to do?
Oh man. So Rylu has at least 3 cubes, right?
Rylu has no more. Rylu has no cubes. No, he walked up cubeless. Y'all had all 9.
Okay.
Do not place that evil upon
I'm in
me.
the possession, put it in.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Possible to ask my deity for reference as to which one I should place in where, as he is a deity of chaos.
You could certainly try and ask your deity. That would take a religion check.
I will certainly do that. Let's see what I get. That's probably not anything because that's only an 11.
You hear crickets chirping around you. As there is no response from your god, as all of you are in possession of the 3 puzzle cubes that Baku has. You have cemented 6 of them in the doorway, and there are 2 spots that remain. Seems like Unk is the only puzzle cube that stands out.
There. Okay. I was trying not to tell him, but he told me for me.
Yeah.
Damn deities and their unresponsiveness when you actually need them.
So if I'm in possession of a cube, I want to put it in, and I want to put it in hard.
Okay, and you just see
like it.
Jack jam his cube into the slot, that nice little pocket, without even spitting in it. How inconsiderate. As you still see the magic energy surge from the door, and one cube slot left open.
Is it still that really minor light, or however you described it earlier? Like it wasn't that
It's a
bright?
little more major. It's looking near full lit.
Do we notice anything different around the room around us now that it's better lit?
No, you do not. It seems to be the same room, only about 10 feet tall, 15 feet long, and carved into the stone of the mountainside.
Okay. So who has the last cube?
Not I.
That will make it Oswin. As if
No, I already did all three of mine though.
Oh, we got the one from Baku.
Yeah, you got the one from Baku that wasn't Unk.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, let me see. Do I have Mage Hand?
Oh shit! I don't.
I do have Mage Hand. I will stand 15 feet back as I use my Mage Hand to place it in.
And as you try to use your mage hand on the cube, it starts hovering around it, and you realize that that cube weighs more than 10 pounds.
Damn.
I will pick it up and I will just walk over it and I will just place it in the last one, frustrated as to how slow they're being.
All right, so as Oswin and actually Jack, did you back out with Rylu, or did you back out with Oswin, or did you stay in?
Regrettably, I stayed there.
All right, sounds good. As you and Rylu are engulfed by this bright light, that star goes into full illumination. Yeah. As you begin to feel the ground shake around you, you feel the door in front of you begin to open as a 10-foot by 10-foot room opens up in front of you. And the wall behind you begins to close. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Type it into the chat.
Oh shit!
I scream out to Baku as help!
Quickly!
Natural 1 on initiative. Way to go.
Fucking killing it.
Well, hey, if I gotta have to have a natural 1, it might as well be for initiative.
That is a good point.
There's far worse outcomes.
Oh shit, hold me.
Can you guys hear that at all?
Oh yeah, I can hear the hold music.
What? Did you say a little bit?
Oh, I can hear the hold music. I
Okay.
can't hear it quite well, but I know it's music.
Hey, Jack.
Okay.
Hey, what's up?
I tried to not
That's
too
it today.
overpowering, but
1 second, as initiative gets rolled. We've got 2 more adventures that come running into the mix.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna plug it back in too.
Is it my Goliath friend and his fuckboy?
It is your Goliath friend and Vita.
Fuck girl. Thank you very much.
All right, so that's going to put us at Squigs going first. I'm sorry, I broke character. Rylu going first.
7.
Awesome.
Then
Wide okay with that.
Jack, Baku, and Oswin. Here, actually, don't worry about initiative cards.
Oh,
It
okay.
just takes up space at this point. I write it in the book. Rylu, as you look around, you see a doorway closing on your southern side, about 15 feet away from you. It seems as if there is a stone door that is sealing you in to this nice little tomb. What would you like to do?
You said it was closing us off from the outside?
Yes, it was closing you off from the outside.
Well, I would like to attempt to bar it with the quarterstaff that I have within my hands. And I will cast Shillelagh upon it as a bonus action before I do so to make it magical.
I will give you inspiration as you cast Shillelagh onto your quarterstaff to turn your normal bit of wood, that odd crooked staff, into something magical. An immense amount of strength, something that should hold to bar this door. Jack, what would you like to do? Unless Riley has anything else.
I would like to scream out to those that are still outside as we have this closing.
All right, with that free action, Jack.
I'm reading up how the spell.
What is it?
Spell.
Go ahead and type it in, and while Jack's figuring that out, Baku, what would you like to do as you hear your comrades flailing?
All right, can you hear me? It sounds like I got disconnected, I guess.
Yeah, what's up?
Can hear you, Jack. Oh, no, can't anymore. Baku, what are you doing while we're waiting on Jack? If you wouldn't mind typing it out, Jason.
Baku is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to try and hold the door.
Give me an athletics check.
He's not going to stand directly under it. He's going to stand like in front of it.
It's going left to right, so it's going across the side. It's not dropping from the ceiling.
Okay, so he's going to like hold it like this. He's not getting like directly in front of it, but you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So basically, if it does slam shut, he's not crushed by it.
Yeah.
Fucking these rolls tonight. Athletics 13.
And you just see Baku's claws try and get in, try and hold the door, but he just doesn't seem to do a good enough job. As Rylu, you begin to start hearing cracks coming from your staff. It seems to be breaking, and having a hard time retaining itself. It's an immense load that is currently forced upon it.
And then Baku is going to call out, "In or out? We must make a decision quick.
Oswin.
Don't get stuck in here."
Oswin, as you were standing about 10 feet away from the entrance to the door when this happened, what would you like to do?
Wait, what did Baku say? Are we staying in or leaving?
He said, "In or out, don't get stuck in here."
Oh, like don't get stuck on the wall. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Don't get.
Remember, you have bless, Oswald.
I'm going to dive in and make up my mind push forward.
Give me an athletics check.
All right, athletics. I am half proficient, and I have bless. 14 plus 3 plus 1. That's 18.
You dive right into the doorway as you hear Riley's staff breaking and shattering, even with that magical energy around it. All right, and Jason casts Bless on everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that including me, or is that
you're not in the room?
Okay? So you're casting it upon yourself, also, Jason?
Oswin.
Yes, if you can hear me.
Okay, cool.
How many people are in the room? I just need to know what.
There are now 3, including yourself. Rylu, Oswin, and Jack are all within the room.
All right, that's fine.
Outside, trying to hold the door shut, but didn't seem to be very well.
You see this Goliath approaching.
And you hear this massive voice, a similar voice, Roak the Goliath, come running in as you just hear that, no!
That is exactly why I did.
As the door slams shut, breaking Rylu's staff completely.
Even though it's magical?
Even though it is magical with its shillelagh effect right now, yes. Let's just say it might have been adamantine.
Dang.
Rylu, I need a Constitution saving throw as you begin to see and feel gas surrounding you.
Ooh. Constitution is a. That's a +1. 18.
You take 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
as you begin to start coughing, as the gas starts asphyxiating you with poison and acid damage. Jack, I need a Constitution saving throw. Oswin, go ahead and give me the roll as well.
With bless, right?
With bless. Use your fucking bless. Use your bless. I can't say enough above the table right now. Use your goddamn bless.
Yeah,
24.
you're welcome, fuckers.
So for the 24, you are going to take 6 points of damage.
I got a hot 16.
You take 16. You take 4 points of damage. Combination poison acid. As this entire room around you just begins to fill up with acid. Rylu, you're the only one that's able to see with your see-through invisibility that this 10-foot by 10-foot room past the doorway, it's filled with hay, and it is where the gas seems to be escaping from, through holes lining the walls, floor, and ceiling. Rylu, we are back to your turn.
I would like to use my free action to point out such a thing as I run towards that direction.
Okay.
And the best of my ability without tripping over my own feet.
All right, con save. As you start running into the 10-foot room, Jack and Oswin, I also need con saves for y'all too.
I haven't had a turn yet.
Oh, I know. Just get them ready.
Okay.
25 total.
25 total. You take 6 points of damage, Rylu. As you make
11?
11?
Yes.
You take 17 points of damage.
24 con save.
You take 5 points of damage. Y'all now have a full round, and just for initiative purposes, since this doorway is sealed off between you, Baku is going to be able to act with Rowak and Thea as they're approaching, sort of out of initiative, just sort of in 6 second by 6 foot intervals. Sorry, 6 second and 6 second intervals. Same thing with y'all. Y'all will be acting kind of together in a turn with what y'all are doing. That's why I'm having y'all roll together.
All right. I
So,
move the
Okay. I want to.
free action yell.
Yes, you can.
I could dimension door one of us out.
Well, Rylu already booked it.
Wait, is it just the two of us?
Well, he's running, and it's just the two of us left behind. Yes.
I technically screamed that there's a safer area over here as I ran past y'all.
All right.
So what are y'all doing?
I want to say, like, fire rules, like, we should crawl to the thing, or, like, stay low. This gas is probably hopefully going to be above our heads, but probably not the case.
I'll dash towards Rylu.
All three of y'all begin to see a living hole appear around all of you. It is visible. It sheds light all around you as gas is bubbling from its eyes, from its mouth. It doesn't seem to be a real creature. It seems to be an illusion. And more than anything else, it just seems to be laughing at your current predicament.
Baku is going to call out, "Warlock, help me get this door open. They're trapped."
All right, I'm gonna lend him my aid.
1 second. Go ahead and roll that 8.
Can he move all the way to me?
Take action and movement for Bach or for.
Can Thea follow?
Yes, y'all can both do that. It'll take action and movement for both of y'all.
Okay, what's your
On the
movement?
con saves for everyone inside the room.
Oh, yay. Oh, fuck me.
Thea can do Misty stuff if she needs to.
Not yet. Not yet.
10 on the dot.
I got a 7. Yay.
I got you beat with a measly 6.
Aha, fuck you.
Not gonna do anything.
16 athletics to try and get the door open. 1 sec, he's gone.
What exactly did you miss?
The door is
Yeah.
going to be closed, and 16 is not going to be able to open it.
And
And what were those con saves from inside?
I got a fucking 7.
10 for me.
6 from myself.
Okay, 14 for Jack.
No, a 7.
I know, 14 points of damage for Jack,
Okay.
11 points for Oswin, and 12 points for Rylu. What would y'all like to do? Is you aren't even able to hear the coughing and suffocating of your comrades on the other side of this door.
I'm going to continue trying to open it.
Yeah, that's
What's your athletics, Rock?
my athletics.
Above table.
18 on the strength level is 4.
We went from South Omu to here. Figure out which cubes we need to put in here. They put the cubes in here. The door shut, and there's room filled with gas.
Room's filled with gas, but right
Plus
now
8.
y'all
Plus
don't
8.
know
Plus
that
2.
it's filling with gas. Y'all just kind of know, oh shit's going down. We're getting locked in here.
He's
So,
assisting
I'm
me,
assisting
so
him.
advantage.
Can Thea
yes.
also help try to push on it to see if that does extra?
Try to help.
Yeah.
27.
And 27 with Roark with all of his Goliath force. You feel him start trying to rip the door open, and his hands just cleave on the side, taking out nothing but rock as he is unable to open the door. It seems as if it is barred by some magical or extremely powerful mechanical device. I need another saves.
Can Pepe help us above the table?
Above the table, he wouldn't do much.
Not a damn thing.
40. You'll see, Baku and Roark see Thea trying to help out as well, but it just isn't able to be enough.
19 for that next con save.
Oh, yeah, I should roll for that, I guess, as well.
5 for Oswin,
19.
6 for Jack, and 2 for Oswin, 6 for Rylu.
I got a 19.
I got a 23.
I got a 20 con save. Let's go.
Boromir's gone mine, by the way.
What was that, Jack?
I got a 20 con save. This go.
Yes, that is still the same amount of damage.
Okay, how much was it again?
Uh,
I think you said 6.
if I gave you 6, then go ahead and get 3. You take 3.
No, he's upside down. He's rolling over because he's mad right now.
All right.
He keeps
What would y'all like to do? Is you spent 30 seconds coughing with this tremendous amount of acid and poison surrounding you. You hear your comrades trying to get to you.
You said I could see where the gas was coming from and a clear area.
Yes, you see it's a 10-foot by 10-foot room with a pile of hay in the middle of it. There are holes on the floor, ceiling, and all the walls of that room that seem to be seeping the gas into your current area.
A pile of hay.
Yes.
I wish to cast Firebolt upon the pile of hay.
Remember, bless.
It's not a good idea.
Give me an attack roll.
Remember, bless. Add 4. Let it do 4.
How much is that to hit?
16 plus 3 plus 7.
Makes complete contact with the pile of hay as it ignites like a nice little bonfire on the northern end of this hallway. Jack, Rylu, and Oswald are now all able to see. And you see a metric fuck ton of poison and acid that is shooting out of these walls. I need another.
During this time, Baku is going to try and, seeing that this is ineffective, he's going to try and back up and see if there's anything mechanical outside the do something.
Nothing mechanical. You do see the eyes of the gargoyles looking upon you.
Rogue's going to take this time to explain how this claimed the previous player's trap that he remembers.
All right, thank you for entering them into the chat. Jack, you're going to take 10 points of damage.
Oh, boy.
Rylu, you're going to take 6. And Oswin, what was your save?
Oh, I'm a little bit confused. So, how many saves are we making per turn?
Huh?
How many saves are you making per turn?
It's 1 save per turn.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you can keep doing stuff within the room. I'll explain a little bit more once everything is done, but there is a finite number of options that you can do.
Gotcha.
Baku is going
13 for the
con
save.
Would a 6 go to 3, or is a 6 just a 6?
6 is just a 6.
He's giving you the.
I'm already doing the math and the halving based on the DCs.
Okay, gotcha. Making sure.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate the clarification.
Baku is going to call out to the gargoyles asking for their help.
Okay.
Or trying to.
You see a small grin on the gargoyles' faces. Oswin.
That's a 13 on my con save.
Okay, 13. You're going to take 8 points of poison damage as y'all have now spent 36 seconds inside of this room with acid and poison. Your comrades desperately trying to reach forth and break you forth from the other side. The gargoyles staring at you from the opposite end. But still you are stuck.
I cast a mass healing word on everyone at the 4th level, and everyone gets 11 hit points back.
So outside of the wall, as y'all are trying to break it open, you feel like there's a healing energy, but as no one's taken damage, no effects happen to y'all. Everyone inside of the hallway is like, oh my god, thank you. Every hit point matters. Oh my god, I need this. As they are wretched with damage right now. I'll need another round of con saves from everyone within the room, unless y'all want to take any additional actions.
So there's holes, and then
yes, little hole, about pencil width of a pencil.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I can do anything towards stopping the gas?
Like plugging it?
Yes, you know what? Give me an investigation roll.
I'll assist with that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, natural 20, but there's 27 total.
And with a 27 total, you were able to look around like, what can I plug these holes with? What can I plug these holes with? And your eyes dart down to the pile of hay that is on fire and burning to ashes right now.
I slap Rylu.
Huh?
I slap Rylu.
And you just see Rylu's face sort of twitch a bit as he realizes, oh shit, I just set what we needed to help on fire.
And then
I
I
need concept.
During that previous turn, Mako is going to start getting frustrated at the gargoyles, kind of starting to challenge them, asking them to do something. What is their purpose behind luring adventures here? Basically challenging them, and then starting to get to the point where he's so upset he starts insulting them.
They just continue to smile.
Thea wants to help. She's proficient in charisma, and
Rourke just grabs a box of popcorn.
Yeah.
God damn.
Okay. My character has a deck of cards. I would like to take the deck of cards and like roll them up in a way that would potentially block the holes, and try that.
Rolling up the cards and blocking up the hole. That would probably take a good 3 or 4 rounds to take up one side of the wall with the cards that you have.
Can I assist him in any way?
Yes, you can. It would take it to about 2 or 3 rounds for that one wall.
I'm still dazed from being slapped, but I will help how I can.
Okay. So as y'all are shoving these cards into the hole, I'll need another con save.
I wish to use the ash to assist with packing it all.
Okay.
The gas.
30-20 and the con save.
Like,
you take 4 points.
9.
Riley takes 6.
19.
Jack takes 3.
Oh, fucking sweet.
I'm going to help.
I'm gonna
As
go
the
ahead.
poison just continues to hit you.
I also use the splinters of my staff.
Inside, guys, as everyone outside is having a bit of a hard time to find a way to break through.
Thea's going to yell through the door. Is there any way you can open the door from that side? Come on, guys.
You hear nothing in response. It seems to be quite thick stone.
Yells louder.
Rourke just says, see this? Bedrock.
Baku is now at the point where he's so pissed off he's telling the gargoyles to fight him.
Come at me, bro.
Baku just yelling at the gargoyles like, come on! Come at me! Is this all you got?
Thea says, wow, Baku, you've built up a lot of rage since the last time I saw you.
His friends are in distress and he can't do anything about it. He's freaking out.
Rourke's just observing this situation.
Yeah. Anything else from inside the room?
His lucky stone tells him.
I believe we are all still trying to stuff all the holes with my staff, splinters, ash hay,
Anything we find,
and
we're just
cards.
stuffing the walls.
Give me another round of con saves, lads.
At this point, Baku's going to try and
We
convince
need
the
more health, Jack.
What?
This
Like an hour.
no,
8.
no. This took some build up. We had a little party at the beginning. We'll...
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
thing.
Next save is
For a Constitution save?
Yes, con save.
Yes.
Yeah, I got 21 for Jack.
Jack is going to take 4 points. What was that, Rylu?
8.
8. You're going to take 11 points. And Oswin?
3 or 4. Sorry, 4.
You take 13 points of damage, Oswin, as you start coughing quite profusely, as it just still seems to be billowing out of all of the holes. Y'all are frantically trying to stuff these cards into the ashes, the small splinters. It seems to be quite an epic battle uphill, and y'all do not seem to be winning it right now.
That's healing word on everyone. 10 HP again.
How much?
As the knowledge cleric sends out another surging bit of healing, your comrades outside are yelling at the gargoyles, trying to yell through the door. Rollock, I'm guessing, is still trying to break it open because he can't believe his strength. Can't fucking do this.
10 HP, you
Make
said?
an investigation to see if I can open up the door to the outside from the inside.
Calm, very rational about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of a good cup, bad cup.
Good come back
Yes.
up, okay.
While trying to calm down Baku, like calm yourself. my
Sounds
friend.
good.
Holding him back. I'm holding him back.
Yeah.
Rylu, you said that you were trying to assist in opening the door, correct?
I wish to look inside and see if I can find anything from the inside to open up the doors.
You are unsuccessful in seeing anything that will open up the doors from your side. It seems as if it is mechanically locked from a place that you are unable to see. Jack cast a spell that took your action. Oswin, what are you doing?
I'm frantically still trying to plug up holes with playing cards.
Saves, I guess.
Not seeing a better solution at this moment.
I need everyone to roll the con saves.
Baku's going to keep trying to calm Boromir down.
That should be it for this wall then.
Yeah, that should be it for that wall. Now you have 2 other walls, a ceiling, and about half of the floor.
Would it be safe to assume that our damage would be lower since there's less gas?
It is. It has changed the damage dice.
He's rolling over
19.
that way.
How much was that?
Rylu got a 19, I got an 8.
What was that, Rylu?
19.
What was that, Rylu? 19 will do 7 points of damage. Jack will take 5, and Oswin?
23.
Nice.
Oswin, what was that?
23.
And Oswin takes 3 points of damage. As all of this gas is still going around you, the small pile of, well, the once grand and large pile of hay that would have made it really easy to shove into small holes is now a very small pile. It looks almost like a tumbleweed that's on fire, as there's just ash floating all around you. It almost seems to be suffocating you along with the poison and acid.
I would like to try to put out the fire.
The dirtiest look I can as I'm plugging the wall.
Okay.
And I will wish to use my
give me
free...
Give you a what?
You need what?
Are they disconnecting?
Their microphone is muted.
Oh, I see. They're talking shit.
I was going to say... I was going to say that as a free action, scream out. If you can get out, get out.
There's no way to get out.
I could get one of us out, including
So
myself.
like in real time.
Or say outside of myself. I could get 2 of us out, not all 3 of us.
So, if that's the case, I'm feeling moderately healthy, so I could probably stay in here for a little while longer.
Like, if anyone's like really low, let me know and I'll bounce us
Yes.
out. Yes?
Yes!
Yeah.
Like how?
Actually, what is everyone's health at right now?
You seem to see that I am very hurt right now.
I have 30 HP currently.
I have 32.
Shit! How are y'all so high? Oh wait, level fucking 8. That's fine. I'm under 10.
What? I just gave you 10.
Yeah, this gas and acid sucks ass.
Yeah, that was on the last turn before he took the damage.
Hey, so just real quick, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on Rylu, just in case.
You can't do that until I'm out. And
Yes,
that doesn't help against gas and acid.
God damn it. All right. Damn it. That's
All
a fourth level spell.
So
Never
as
mind.
y'all wildly try and cast the last spells that you can come up, think of it. I need another con save, lads.
Cure wounds on Rylu for this much as soon as I roll it.
Okay, sounds good. Type it in the chat as long as along with y'all's con saves, and I'll read them out as I get them.
Nat 20.
Rylu with a whopping 10.
All right, Oswin's going to take 4 points of damage.
Oh,
Rylu is going to take 13.
out of 18, Con, if you can hear me.
Uh-huh. Oh, God. Is Rylu down?
If he had less than
Yeah.
health, he's down.
Jason, you take 2 points of damage, and Rylu, are you still up? Rylu! Squigs, your mic's muted.
Oh, hey, that would make a difference. All right. If I took 13 damage, then I am down. Jason just gave me HP.
Yep.
I was at 9. I'd be up by 1.
No, you're up by 1. You are still up by 1.
God damn it.
Correct.
1 HP in a dream.
So what would you like to do? As you see Rylu almost fall to the ground, you see your other comrades breathing heavily. There's smoke. There's acid. There's poison. There's ash. What would you like to do?
Can I cast Cure Wounds again?
Yes, you can.
All right, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen?
And as you cast Cure Wounds, the worst happens. The door on the southern end of you begins to open. You see the fresh, you see the bright daylight, and you smell the fresh air on the other side. It seems clean, as it seems like the trap has finally run its course. And after a minute of taking damage, y'all have successfully opened the door on the southern entrance.
Jeez.
We did it!
Son of a bitch!
Where's the bet?
Rock thinks he did it.
My turn off the music so we can OP.
Wait, so we can
So,
into the room
yes.
now?
Y'all can do whatever you want now. As y'all see, the 8 puzzle cubes have been spat out from the door that y'all placed them into and regurgitated, seemingly like they were not the right decision to make.
I immediately walk up to Baku and challenge him to an arm wrestling contest because I just fought the devil.
Leah says, "Hey guys, what's up?"
You see Jack come out as if he's playing a golden fiddle.
Baku is just ignoring him because he's trying to calm Boromir, trying to figure out what.
Devil?
I wish to be laying on the floor, panting, and still unsure of the room.
Are they out of the room now?
That is very, yes, they're out of the room as you see Riley like claw his way out with all 1 HP left.
Well, he has 15 as the door was leaving.
Yeah, as the door opens, I get a breath of light as I get fresh air. Thank you, fresh air. Thank you for restoring me.
What a waste of a second level spell slot.
All right, so now that y'all have made it back outside, you see Roak and Thea, where you once just heard Roak when the door originally closed. We now have 6 adventurers together again with 9 puzzle cubes and much less health.
I immediately start bragging about how much fun it was.
Classic mix-up.
And also, as y'all make it outside, you're going to see Roak pointing towards the northwest, towards the cliff face. As you'll look closer, you're actually going to see it seems to be a partially obscured cavern about 45 feet away from where you are currently standing.
We lost visual, I think.
Oh, no, y'all had visual loss for a while. I got it for a specific reason.
Power
Thea,
charging.
Yeah.
Thea says,
It's
why
right
don't
here.
we go and explore in there? There's probably, once you guys, rest up. She hands them a couple glasses.
Oh, wait,
of
are we
water.
resting outside the tomb?
Oh,
Okay.
Off to rest.
Wet.
So, what are we doing?
Has Boromir stopped turning?
No.
A rest would be
Well,
off.
it's not hurting, but he still seems unnerved.
Thea gives him a little pat on the head and tells him, it's okay, little guy. Reminded of the one she once had at home.
And as y'all make it back outside, you see Boromir is still a bit uneasy. Baku's trying to calm him down. Thea and Roak have gotten there, and they're kind of pointing out the other entrance to the cave side that y'all can see.
Thank the gods you guys finally made it out of there. What did you do to open the door?
I immediately start bragging about how awesome it was in there.
I immediately walk up and slap the shit out of Jack.
Worth it.
And you know what? I actually think this would be a perfect opportunity for us to share our rumors and do a nice little party rekindling as all of y'all have come back together since we started with the original. We started with 3 players. We had another one jump in. We had the other 2 join into the party. If y'all have made it to the believed entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods, a false entrance has just been set off. You know what? Rylu, if you wouldn't mind leading this one for us, and she did such a wonderful job at lighting that hay on fire, would you mind giving us your rumors and a little bit of a short synopsis of your perspective from what just happened?
For the short synopsis, I can safely say that Rylu got a bit overwhelmed, I would say, and frustrated of them taking their sweet-ass time and not doing anything, and charged and rushed headfirst to enter the cube, and plunged us all into epic peril that he courageously survived by gasping on the floor like a bloated fish. And lit the only source of saving on fire until getting out. So he does not wish to be back in that room again for a little while. As for rumors that you may have or may have not heard from others and passerbys, are we to say which ones are true, which ones are good, which ones are bad, or which ones are false?
Mix them up.
Mix them up, and actually at this point, only give me 2 rumors. Keep the rest for yourself, and y'all can lay them in and type them in or tell one another as the adventure continues.
Okay. One is that the last town that he has come from was burned to the ground, and he is the one accused of such. The second one is that... Actually, should we go in order as to laying out the first one and then come back and fill out the second one?
No, it's, again, you have the random 5 facts. You can choose to give 2 of the good, 2 of the bad, or the 1 false one. Other than that, it's your choice of which 2 you give right now. And you are not going to tell the party which one of they are.
Okay. The second one is that I'm actually trying very hard to find my other ones that I had written down. I'm not finding them, so.
Hey, don't worry about it. For right now, that'll be the only rumor that Rylu shares. Baku, would you mind taking us to your rumors and your interaction since you were on the other side of the door after hearing what Rylu just described from the other side? Because right now, you, Roak, and Thea did not see anything of what happened on the other side.
Yes. One. Again, I mixed these up completely, so you have no idea which one this is. Baku protects everyone the best he can. However, he would run at the cost of others if it meant that he survived. And the second one is Bach out to cleanse a palace of evil that lurks on an island and bring peace to the people there.
Splendidly. Baku, what was your experience on the other side for Rylu, Oswin, and Jack as all this crazy shit was going on?
Baku was almost in complete panic because he couldn't do anything to help his comrades on the other side. He was trying to get the door open. He was trying to convince the gargoyles to get them to help them open the door, but he got pissed off and kind of cursing at them, flipping them the bird, and then he was like, I'm going to go try and help Boromir. Maybe he can try and do something, but he's just been having the worst of luck tonight trying to figure things out.
Okay. And with the mention of the gargoyles, for 3 gargoyles that are perched on the cliffside about 25 feet above y'all, that just seem to be looking down. They're no longer smiling. Oswin, would you mind giving us your perspective in rumors?
All right, for the 2 rumors that I'll be sharing today, the first is that he almost got his old adventuring party killed by a set of negotiations gone wrong. And the other rumor is that he was once a part of a dangerous cult.
Okay.
What was that first one again?
What cult? Or does he specify?
He does not specify. And the first one is he once almost got his old adventuring party killed in a set of negotiations gone wrong.
Okay. All right, Oswin, and your perspective from the inside of the tomb.
A sense of uselessness kind of overcomes.
Yeah, like what just happened?
Well, very dark, dangerous, full of traps. He is not happy with the current situation. He just wants to go back inside.
Same.
Okay. That'll take us to Jack, the albino dwarf knowledge cleric, that is the reason that Rylu is still alive and not taking death saving throws.
So I only managed to get 1 because I remember I'd got this thing today, and then we started playing and I completely forgot about doing it. But
you're all good. So then you can just give us your perspective.
Did you cut out?
Jack?
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Sweet. So my perspective is it was a grand.
I hear you when you're saying, can you hear?
No one responded back to me, so I just assumed that you couldn't hear me. But my perspective was that it was
Jack, sorry, we're not able to hear. Or Jason, it's all coming in as a gargled mesh. Would you mind typing it in? I'll try to read it off. See if we can get back on the same page out.
All right, 2 rumors.
All right, 2 rumors from your perspective as you came running up on the situation.
The first rumor is his mind is filled with tales of heroes long past. They say he wants to be greater than any once knew. Roark is untrusting of any without individual prowess. They say he tallies feats of strength to truly judge a creature by its deeds.
Okay, so Roark likes the feats of strength. What did you see as you ran into this combat?
Running in here, I saw a reason to say no immediately, and a classic mix-up. It really claimed the life of 2 dear friends of mine.
Oh, and also at this point, y'all are able to realize that Roark has been to the Tomb of the 9 Gods before. He recognizes the traps, and he's actually able to talk a little bit about what was on the inside to Oswin, Jack, and Rylu, as they describe it, as if he has been through the trials and tribulations before. Thea.
Well, the little thing about Thea, she's a noble, so she kind of lived a very sheltered life. And when she kind of ran off from that, and she wanted to kind of go out and explore, you know, figure out things, you know, train better as a sorcerer. So she's a little ill world, but you know, her perspective on running up on this is why did they open up that door? And I guess kind of in a way sort of jealous that she wasn't in there too to kind of experience all of that. But she's kind of glad she wasn't because she knew she would have died.
Okay. So you're able to see the experience and how it really would have taken them out.
Yeah.
Living vicariously through others.
Yes.
As for Jack, you were able to learn this knowledge, cleric albino dwarf. It was a grand time. I wish it was longer.
That's what I tell everyone.
Oh, so
but
for what he says about the inside, he's like, "Oh, it was a grand time. I wish I could have been in there longer." As he was healing people inside that whole place, you might hear a bit of sarcastic tone underlining it. But besides that, on the surface, he seems okay. But on the inside, he hated it. He abhorred what was going on, the confusion. He couldn't breathe. It wasn't fun, and he was not happy, or he wouldn't be happy about going back in. So the albino dwarf is just talking mad shit about that little 10-foot by 25-foot hellhole that might have become his little tomb
Of Annihilation.
But gets inspiration. So that takes us through our 6 adventurers that are going through the night with us. What would you like to do now? Is y'all have a little powwow, about 10-minute discussion about what has just gone down, your current situation, as you have all 9 puzzle cubes again, and 2 entrances that you've explored, 1 new one that Roak has just pointed out with some previous knowledge. What would you like to do?
Is it possible to take a short rest as we're doing this?
Or any kind of rest, really. That would be awesome.
You could always try.
Oh, we could try.
I was bringing it at me.
I would certainly like to try for a short rest.
What are you going to try?
To try to take a short rest, of course. Maybe catch my breath a little bit more.
Short rest party?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, I've got no reason to oppose it.
Hey,
Okay.
so actually, I have a question. Say us 3 take a short rest. Could those 3 at already full health stay awake and make sure we don't get butt raped?
Well, you don't go to sleep during a short rest.
Yeah, short rest, you're pretty much just sitting down around a fire. You don't knock unconscious. You're just regaining hit dice. That's all. That's what that whole mechanic is.
I just want to make sure that we do not get butt raped.
cigarette break.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? As y'all are taking this smoke break, trying to take this smoke break, Riley, what's your passive perception?
A whopping 11.
That's perception.
9 if I don't do an active check.
All right. So Thea, Baku, and Oswin are all going to hear an extensive amount of movement going around the edges of where you are, to the south, to the west, and to the east.
Am I able to make any progress on calming Baku before this time?
Calming Boromir?
I'm sorry, Boromir.
Yes. As you try to calm Boromir, it still seems to be to no avail and no effect. This again seems quite odd and nothing natural. It seems to be a madness that is afflicting him. Y'all are able to make it through the hour. In that time, Roak explains his previous experience with getting through the initial door and the entrance, and how you might try to avoid it, and he'll be able to give you reminders as you go along. Besides that, you were just hearing an extensive amount of violence coming from the south and to the southwest. It seems like there are at least airmen and some sort of melee attacks that are going on within 100 yards to the south and southwest.
Does anyone else hear that?
I hear it.
I hear the beautiful sounds of combat.
Roak, Theo, would you care to accompany me? I'm going to go check this out.
All company.
Also, anyone that used hit dice, you get extra D6 for free.
Oh, fuck yes.
Okay.
I am.
Is anyone else doing anything? Us 3 are trying to going to investigate the combat sound.
Does it sound like it's close?
It sounds like it's about 100 yards away on average. So that would take a survival check to get that far. And you would also be splitting the party to 100 yards.
Yeah, Roak does not do that.
Yeah, keep in mind that's 300 feet, and that's a good fifth of the way down of which y'all traveled so far.
Not in our hostile
Thea
range.
kind of rethinks it a little.
Reevaluating as half of y'all start
I mean-
trudging off.
Shall I show you the door?
I'm halfway tempted to fucking owl, fucking
Oh, that could be cool.
low fly.
Actually, fuck. I don't know about that.
So Baku brings up his summoning of an owl possibility to use it as a drone to see the fight. Would y'all like to do that? Would y'all like to talk any further? Roak offers up the prospect of opening the door. He knows the sequence of the way that you need to put the puzzle cubes into the proper door.
I do so flying monkey Pepe.
Yeah, you can check that out.
You also hear a ooh, ooh, it's coming from above from the flying monkey Pepe.
Scan the area, Pepe. Let's throw the monkey in the air.
And you see this coiled monkey go into the sky as this Goliath, Roak, throws him up. He looks around, his wings outstretch, and you hear ooh, ooh, ah, ah, as it starts scanning, looking around. It looks quite concerned. It looks quite afraid. Comes down, it starts to whisper to Roak. It starts trying to use a thieves' cant version of this sign language, and it communicates a battle that seems to be ongoing.
Pepe can't.
Pepe can't. There we go. Pepe can't.
Pepe.
And he seems to be conveying to you this battle that is occurring not between red wizards or feathered T-Rexes, but between some kobolds and some Yuan-Ti. You see 2 Yuan-Ti Malisons that are heavily damaged by 7 kobolds that are surrounding it. All of them bleeding profusely.
The kobolds bleeding?
All of the kobolds are bleeding. You see the Yuan-Ti heavily damaged, but still holding up a fight. With their longbows at the ready, it seems to be a ranged battle as they're going around one another. It seems like... give me an insight roll.
Okay.
Just for your communication with Pepe.
I'll give you an advantage if you need it.
This is a soul roll because Pepe's getting the information in the sky, bringing it down, and communicating it through a sign language.
Straight 5.
Copy.
Straight 5 is going to get... There's a battle going on between kobolds and Yuan-Ti. They're shooting arrows at one another. About 102 yards southwest.
2 yards southwest.
Actually, no, that was a 5. 110 yards southwest.
110 yards southwest.
Communicate this.
I do communicate this.
So you all hear Roak talking like, hey, no, I swear my monkey saw this. And with his 9 intelligence,
We're gonna think bananas.
yeah. So keep that in mind as he's like explaining what all he just saw from his monkey. He just threw up into the air.
I vote we stay here, let them kill each other, and if need be, we kill the remainders.
I'm kind of all for that. I don't want to get messed up with this. What
Do
if they're
I-
hostile
okay.
towards us?
I need wisdom saving throws from any lawful creature.
I was just about to say, do I?
Yeah. I need
I
any
can't.
lawful creature that was present during the kobold slaughter to make me a wisdom saving throw.
What happens if we fail?
I will let you know.
Like I can't.
Automatic.
I am
No.
chaotic.
So we'll see if you roll.
$19 was save for me.
Hey, you threw it and you still got the same
Anyone else on the that was there for the kobold slaughter lawful?
I got
Negative. I am not lawful.
As luck,
I'm chaotic neutral.
I will not.
and
Kobolds to be slaughtered again.
okay, you hear Baku and Roak just get uneasy with themselves. They start scratching at their arm. They start getting, huh?
Do I find Boromir?
It does not seem right. What was that, guys? Sorry, you're cutting out.
I got a 19 saving throw. Does that help you any?
Hello?
No.
Yes, 19 saving throw is going to be successful.
Cool.
As you think back to the event, Baku and Roak are going to find themselves uneasy and quite upset. They're going to find themselves, well, remembering this odd dream. The dream where they went down with that simple drow sipping on his natty light that aided in the party and directed and helped
How many
encourage.
How many people can a large mount? Just one.
One.
I'm running. I'm jumping. I use my dash action to just hop all the way.
All right.
Oh, I thought you were going to do that whole like football thing.
So with this, you are going to see Roak and your Baku turtle buddy run off into the forest. as they cry out, "Not again, kobolds! We will save you!"
Thea says, "Guys, why are you doing this?"
Thea was there.
We helped kill those things.
Thea.
Yes, you are able to follow if you go immediately.
I will immediately chase after and follow Baku.
Before we go, checking something.
I do not know any situation in which I'm doing.
Okay. God damn it, how can I learn Pepe can't? Take the linguist feat. We'll talk about it.
Got it.
I don't want to waste this, but he's going to. Serpentine owl figurine.
Ooh.
All right. You see a magical owl surge forth from Baku. Anyone that wants to from the group can follow. I need a survival check to try and guide yourself.
Thea thinks, "Damn, I wish I could."
Who are you?
Ooh.
Roak seems to know where he's going. You're following behind him. They're the two leads.
I'll follow behind as well.
Okay.
Is there any way my owl could lend advantage? With
No, because you just summoned him this round.
Okay. He has keen hearing and sight.
Okay, that's good for him.
Okay. Survival?
Still survival, yes.
16.
Okay, 16. You and Roak are able to keep pace.
Giant owl's moving at 120 feet a turn. Just a heads up.
Oh, Jesus.
Moving at 6 feet hopping.
Yes.
60 feet of movement plus a dash action. It's another 60, so he's getting there.
If I lose sight of him, I'm just going to turn around and go right back to where I was with the original, starting point, so to say. It depends on if he outflies me or not. That I'm not going to be stranded in the woods by myself alone.
Well, keep in mind, he said it was only 100 yards away about, so you can see me.
Oh, well, I'm just chasing after you. I don't know all the whole situation. I heard you scream, and I chased after you.
Gotcha. I'm only going 100 yards, and then I'm going to drop down, so you'll be able to see me. At least where I land, at least.
Gotcha.
All right, would you mind unfurling that a little bit more?
I need to print off a giant owl. Fuck.
Yeah, it's difficult. And would y'all mind rolling me initiative as y'all go into this? Since this was not planned and not part of the big goddamn map that I already drew.
But you did this.
No, I gave you one, and y'all are players. It's understandable. It's just still frustrating. Oh, I don't even have to adjust that one. I was going to knock it and try and make it lower.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. It really shoots for second best. All right.
Battle time.
Dun-dun. Can everyone hear us properly?
Yep.
For now.
Okay, fantastic. Everyone type their initiative into the chat, please. We're running up with Roak and Baku.
You need Yonti or you have Yonti?
Yeah, pull out Yonti. Make sure that I don't have him right now. Would you mind? Yeah, I'm pulling out some kobolds for you.
You actually have kobold or you need?
I have kobolds. Okay. So, y'all hear squealing. Y'all hear bowstrings going off as all of this combat seems to be going off in the distance.
Oh.
See if this is a kobold.
Okay.
Anyone get higher than 17 over here?
I got a 13.
Oh, no.
Hey, Albert.
Yeah.
That works.
Do I regain any spell slots from that short rest or no?
Probably not. You can look at your class features as a cleric, but I don't believe they gain.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, it's
you-
only lizard and moon and land druids.
Cool.
Yes.
Don't get too crazy then, guys.
Well, there he is. Theo, what'd you get?
What? Oh, shoot. Sorry.
I mean, I had used hit dice, so I'm okay right now.
talking about
Is
you
that a
in particular.
Oswin, what did you get?
I'm sorry, what was the roll?
Initiative.
Oh, for initiative. Yes, that was a 9.
Oh, that works out perfectly.
Oh, here's what you want to.
There you go. A couple out there now. I think there's only 2.
Is there only 2 you want to?
They're all, yeah, I have 2 Yuan-Ti. He has 2 Yuan-Ti, so pull those out if you wouldn't
Oh
mind.
yeah, yeah.
Jack, what would you like to do as you are trailing Baku and Roak right now as they are going through the jungle? You just seem to be running and hauling at full dwarf speed, and you're lagging a little bit behind.
Now, how far ahead are they of me right now?
Right now, with your speed and 100 yards, they probably have a good 20 to 30 feet on you.
Well, I only want to go a maximum of 45 feet forward, like 55 feet away from all the action down there.
Okay.
Like, that's all I really want to do until shit starts going down.
All right. So we're going to put you over here. You're able to catch up with the party, kind of get in the thick of things, using your full action and movement to get there. Just, okay. Life cleric made it, guys. Hold off. I don't have as much spells as you think I do. We might need to think about a long rest. Rylu, what would you like to do? Is you are still you've kept up pace with the party for the most part, but you're still lagging behind by about 15, 20 feet for the reaction. Oh, hey, we have to go this way.
I originally came up to back up Baku, so that's where I'm gonna head to be to where I'm standing almost back to back with them.
Okay.
Baku has been the one person out of this entire party that Riley has traveled with, so he's going to be sticking with him to make sure that he doesn't die.
Okay, so Riley's going to get up behind Baku as the things get heated.
I'm going in dry, guys.
Oh, damn. He didn't even spit on it. Thea!
Thea's gonna stick close to Baku and Roak and
That's Riley.
and Rylu
Tiefling.
and Tiefling. She's gonna stick close to them.
Okay.
They know what they're doing.
As y'all are all approaching, you hear the twangs of bows still. You hear cries out. Ah! The two of Roak and Baku start feeling flashbacks, vivid memories of being back down in that cold, dretch, and dank place. That horrid, iron-filled room filled with dead kobold bodies. As y'all approach.
Right here, buddy.
Yeah, Thea. I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to be a good narrative right now. I didn't think this was going to happen, so I'm going to fucking sell it.
Thea is going to look and see who appears to be, I guess, the main aggressor. Like, I guess maybe the bad
From
guy
your
here.
current view, you see one kobold, barely the edge of his wing, or he's not even a winged, so in the back of his rat-like body, standing on top of this building. Seems to be about a 15-foot tall structure made of stone with an adobe roof or adobe structure. Seems to be very overgrown with vines. Most of these alleyways are clogged up. It's still not difficult terrain for most of it. I'll let you know if there's any point that becomes over-encumbered by vine growth.
So that's all she can see.
That's all you can see, but you still hear more violence coming from this direction.
Okay. She's gonna kind of scoot over a little to try to peek around the building
Those mine.
and see if she can see anything else from around the building, so she can let her friends know what's going on around the building.
All right. Well, with that view, you are able to see another kobold, along with Oslin's passive perception. Once we get to his turn, you'll recognize this, but you're able to see a creature standing on another building over here.
She's basically just trying to see who outnumbers who. Like, is this like an ambush attack? Is this like a planned battle kind of thing?
Okay, you see both of these creatures focused on one target. Like one source. Going down towards maybe a courtyard from your passive perception or passive insight. But that takes us to the Yuan-Ti's turn. And my apologies, they're actually wielding slings, is what Thea is able to do as you get closer. As you've been hearing bowstrings go off, but these creatures seem to be wielding slings.
She conveys that to her friends. Hey guys, it's not bows, it's slings.
Okay.
Like slingshot.
With that, y'all are going to hear, once again, the twang of bows. As the Yuan-Ti take their turn. Ooh. As y'all hear a You wretched screech! As one more body falls to the ground. A familiar Yuan-Ti. You are not able to see the source of this.
Kobold?
Oh, yeah, Kobold, sorry. Kobold goes down. Rylu, what would you like to do?
I do not know why we're here, and I will have my action of casting Eldritch Blast until I know who we're attacking, and I will use my free action to scream out, "Who's the bad guys here?"
Theo yells back, I can't tell, but I'm guessing from what I know of Yuan-Ti, it's probably those motherfuckers' fault.
All right.
I don't like these things, like, at all.
Well, with Rylu doing that, that'll take us to the Kobold's turn. As you hear the sling, you hear the pelting of rocks go off, dealing damage. Baku, what would you like to do for your turn?
Baku is going to call out, "Save the kobolds! Take the Yuan-Ti down!" I'm flying right now, still in the air.
Would that set off my action since I know who to attack?
Okay. And you have Kobold within sight. Right now, your view is two kobolds standing on top of adobe structures.
So my giant owl is going to fly over here and then fly down. He's got 60 movement. And right as he's about 10 feet off the ground, he's going to end his turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to start my turn. I'm going to jump off of him, going down 10 feet. I take no damage. Cavalier. And then at that point, I'm going to shield bash the one that's painted.
Okay.
23.
God damn you, 21. As Baku knocks this creature prone.
Opportunity. Actually, let's do red for fighter. Opportunity attack. I'm not blessed, correct?
You are not currently blessed, no.
I currently entered in the stats for my 2 attacks.
Okay, thank you very much, Riley. And Oswin, if you can get your turn rolled out as we're going through with Baku.
All right.
Squigs, you're not currently able to see the Yuan-Ti, so we're going to direct those to the kobolds if you still wish to fire on them.
I will wait until I can see a Yuan-Ti, as Baku had said.
6 magical slashing to each.
Okay, sounds good. Rylu, for reference, this is your character right here. These are the buildings that are in your way before we get to the Yuan-Ti that are right here. You're the understood mid. Also, for reference, this is Oswin, the bard over here that's standing right next to Thea. Next to Rylu is Roak standing forward with Pepe hovering overhead, and then we have the albino dwarf back off here as he has just made it into combat. Baku is in the middle of things with the Yuan-Ti right now on the other side of this 15-foot tall building. It's 15 feet wide and 20 feet long.
Can I use my sorry, I was gonna say use my action to move up towards the Yuan-Ti, but and then use the Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so 30 feet of movement?
Full movement, yes.
Full movement is still... Actually, no, it's magic. You were able to see at least 3/4 view, so you can get a spell off.
Okay.
So as you said...
With the 2 that entered in, hit?
Yes, both of those are going to hit in conjunction with the 6 points of damage that Baku just did to both of them. You are going to see this creature. It's Eldritch Blast, right?
Yes.
You just see this creature dissipate as its scales are shot backward. His Eldritch Blast and Baku's impressive shot down with the eagle crushes him into pieces. There is only one Yuan-Ti left, as there seem to be 4 kobolds circling him and Baku.
So the kobolds are circling Baku too?
Well, Baku jumped in the middle of the place they were currently encircling. And sorry, there are 5 kobolds.
Okay, cool.
Wrong building. And that takes us to Oswin's turn.
All right. I would like to move towards Yuan-Ti in order to gain vision of it.
Okay.
Oh, because you can fall.
And I would like to shout out to it. go back to the slimy hole from which you came. And need a wisdom saving throw.
Miserable wisdom saving throws. You see Baku just do a very Captain America style landing, punching the ground with one fist, slicing out to the other two, looking up with you, just nodding his head like, yeah, you talk some shit to him. As you see the Yanji grab the side of his head and writhe in agony and pain.
13.
It takes 7 damage.
Okay, it's looking quite heavily damaged. You've already got quite a bunch of scales knocked off from rocks.
All right, and free action, kind of laugh at its misery because I am tired of these Yanti.
All right, sounds good. Y'all already killed their leader. That takes us to Roak.
Well, boys, how's those Yanti looking? Because I can't see them.
Those Yanti.
5, 10, jump. Okay, that's my movement.
Please let my owl
can I?
let my owl fucking fuck this shit, please.
Can I chuck a rock at the Yanti?
You cannot from that angle.
Let my owl take care of him. He's got it.
Can I at least
Okay, well I'm just gonna get right over here and I'm gonna watch. I'm
Okay.
gonna
Yes.
say,
We are your saviors.
Okay.
Let the owl take this, please. Watch as we take care of these measly snakes.
12 seconds after y'all have engaged these creatures, after quite
Can I cook him
like a good 30, 40 seconds of running those that 100 yards. Jack, what would you like to do? Seeing your comrades run into battle.
Go with them. Everyone else is doing it.
Full action movement, because right now your movement just catches you up with everybody.
Can I bonus dash? Because bucket.
Oh, yeah. What's your bonus action dash from? You're not a rogue.
Oh, I thought I definitely do
Yeah.
that. Never mind then.
Yeah, dash is taking action, unfortunately.
You got it.
Okay. With that, you're able to get right up next to Rylu. It's like, hey, what all's going on? And you look around the corner, and you again see Baku, turtle fist on the ground. You see the backside of his shell as he's just sliced through one, and you see Rylu freshly expent from his Eldritch Blast that went off without a hitch, disintegrating one of the Yanti.
yeah,
Rylu.
I'll use the rest of my, or I'll move another full movement if I can to get towards Baku. And then there's one that is standing in front of him.
Yep.
Then I will throw my hands out in front of me, make contact with the Yanti, and I will cast Firebolt upon him. And that will miss because that's a 3. Actually, no, that's a 10, but I assume that still misses.
10 is still going to miss as you see the Yanti snake just move its body around it. Now focusing its eyes between you and Baku, looking quite surprised with your passive insight. You can tell it's quite intimidated, seeing its comrade just blown away by your twiddly fingers.
I'll use my free action to scream an infernal damned snakes.
You see it become quite afraid by this and actually kind of coils up a bit as it goes into Thea's turn.
Thea wants to run up. And then can I use like full action, like move up? Or is that going to miss my turn?
No, it's 30 feet. You still have 10
Okay.
more. So 2 squares.
Okay. Okay, so she's got with him. She can see him and target him, right?
Yes, Thea's gotten into the
Okay.
alleyway between Oswin, who's in the lead to the south, and Roak in the
She's
back.
going to mumble to herself, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? And she's going to shoot him with a firebolt.
And the firebolt misses.
She's still very traumatized by all of the Yanti.
Once
she's
again, the
seen.
snake goes around to the side. He seems to be quite an elusive sucker, just going back and forth, dodging
She
blasts.
screams
Oh,
out,
yeah.
for the love of all the
You remember
gods,
this, right?
someone
Oh,
kill
yeah.
this thing.
All right. You hear it slither out, and anyone that can speak Draconic hears, I'll kills it! As it drops its longbow and pulls out a scimitar looking towards Baku.
Thea says, kill him, Baku, kill him!
Since this is the first combat we've done, I'm going to use 2 Acerax gifts.
I bet you are.
First one's gonna maybe make contact.
23.
Makes contact.
Ooh, damn.
Second one will miss though. The first one slices into you, and he gets a little overzealous with the other. Ooh, this one's gonna be fun. As you take 8 points of slashing damage and 2 points of poison as he slices into you.
10 total.
10 total, yes.
Got it.
With that, you hear the Yanti cry out, I will suffer the same fate as Raz Nasi and join my lord in the afterlife.
Theo yells, oh, hey, I know that guy. I took his spellbook from his dead corpse.
Oh my god, wait.
You just hear a low, dull tss, almost as the air is deflating as you see this snake's tongue just go out.
He says, yeah, right. Be disappointed, bitch.
Oh, shit.
Very good.
That's to the enemy. Or that is the 5 kobolds that are left, all wielding slings that go down on the Yanti. Dealing a fair amount of damage. You just see the Yanti get pelted in the head by 2 different rocks that deal him to the side. He isn't able to dodge these like he does the magic. Yes. Baku.
Time to die. Baku, as free action, is going to say, get him! And the owl is going to come in and try and grapple him and grab him.
Okay.
Come on. Fuck yeah, 16.
The owl is going to come down as everyone is looking on, is able to view. You just see Baku's owl scoop up the Yanti that's heavily damaged.
10 feet down, 50 feet up. Is that an action to grapple him?
It wasn't actually grapple him, but it's a free to drop.
Fuck it. Drop.
Oh, I hate druids and casters that can summon animals. That can fly.
About 8.
I'm going to see if he lands prone. He lands prone.
He takes 10, 20, 21 damage from the fall.
Is everyone just screams him up? Nasi, I'm coming to see you. I'm ready to get off this motherfucking plane of existence. As he drops to the ground, he splatters.
Rock just says all these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking
Theo says, Drama King.
And with that, the kobolds
drop, friends.
The kobolds hold their sling at the ready, looking down at Rylu as Baku is hovering 50 feet overhead on his owl.
I'm not on the owl. I just had the owl come down and drop him.
Okay, so they're looking down at Baku and Rylu.
Same spot. And then Baku is going to sheath his sword for the first time pretty much anyone has probably ever seen. And he's gonna hold up his hand like, we come in peace, please, do not fire.
Okay. That has to be a free action, so it can't be a contested action at this point. So you're just saying that out to everyone and communicating it to your party.
Thea puts down the spell she had prepared and puts off her hands as well.
Okay. Oswin, it is your turn, sir. 12 seconds into combat. Cool. Y'all's combat with the Yanti. You've been fighting a while with the kobolds.
So Yanti's still standing.
Yeah, Yanti. No. Yanti was completely obliterated. But there are 5 kobolds surrounding Baku, Rylu, and you, but they're looking at Baku and Rylu. Right now, you're between 2 of the kobolds standing on the roofs 15 feet above you on either side.
Completely.
And they're attacking
East
us?
and west.
They
They are
showing
looking
aggression.
ominously. They are showing aggression towards Baku and Riley right now, from what you can see. They're holding their slings at the ready because that is where the Yanti was the last time they were aiming.
Keep in mind, Baku did sheath his sword for probably one of the first times that you've seen him do it, and he's trying to...
Yeah, that happened 15 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Baku just sheathed his sword after this Yanti just basically splattered right.
In that case, I like to hold
What?
my action. I like to hold my action
what
to
trigger?
viciously mock any cobalt that begins to attack an ally.
Okay, sounds good. Roak, it is your turn as you see Osmond himself. You see Baku sheathe the sword.
I understand it.
This is like seeing the what's it called zone.
It's our up and comings, dude. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I look upon all of you and I say, I'm spending my inspiration on this. Can you really say you can put a dent on this? Intimidation.
Theo rolls eyes.
As you see Roak try to stand up in the middle of everything and act like he is the big bravado. Pull his muscles up, and he seems quite flabby. He actually pokes out a little bit of a beer belly at that point. He takes a bad stance. He actually drops down to one knee for a second. He pulls himself back up. The kobolds say, "Yeah, I think we could break that, not just dent it." As they crit on their opposing.
Thea face palms in aggravation.
The other one say, "Thank God we didn't read it." That takes us 18 seconds in to Jack.
I'm not resistant to burns.
That was hilarious.
Oh my God, if that would have
Free action what?
I want a free action to laugh because that was a good joke, and you got to give it to him.
Thank you.
But what
are you doing for your turn? Sir, 18 seconds. Currently engaged.
I want to also hold my action to engage. If something attacks Baku or Rylu, I guess I wish to cast probably Bless on those two plus Oswin just in case.
Okay, so you see the albino dwarf casting Bless.
On who?
I don't want to hold it. Just go ahead and give it to him. Just in case. They
On who?
Baku, Rylu, and Oswin just in case. You got blessed. Just in case. And that's all I'm doing.
And as you twiddle your fingers, you see the two kobolds on the northern and southern roofs around you move. I'm sorry, actually, they don't move because you can't do that as a held action. They turn around on the rooftops, directing their fire now at you. There are 3 focused on the center at Baku, Roak, and Rylu. There are 2 focused on Jack.
Oh boy.
Are they firing?
I think it's time to go.
They are not. They're just drifting their attention with slings drawn. Rylu, it is your turn. 18 seconds in since y'all first engaged this.
As the last kobold that I heard speak was speaking in Infernal before the mass slaughter, I will call out to them in Infernal and say, "At this point, we mean you no harm. However, if you attack us, we will not be negotiating past this point."
That's some fancy book learning you got there, son. Who are you? Why are you killing us? Is what you hear in response to the free action.
I will respond to with, "We mean you no harm. We wish to slay the Yantees. We wish to aid you assistance."
Okay. At this point, the 3 kobolds that were looking down at your group now focus on Baku and Roak. They exclude you from this as they still kind of dart their eyes back and forth. They seem to want to open up a dialogue with you, speaking that language.
I use my reaction to say, well, I helped.
Thea face palms again.
They release Rock. Thea, as it is your turn, what would you like to do after the face palm?
She's going to walk up and say, "Did we slay the Auntie? They're a common enemy we have."
In what language?
I guess they speak common.
Draconic.
Oh, Draconic! I speak Draconic. I forgot that I did that. Sorry.
You see the high elf come strutting in right next to Rock, like, "Hey, deal with this."
She's proficient in charisma.
Okay, so use your action if you want to try and do a persuasion check as Thea walks in.
Damn it!
And Thea doesn't sound all too persuasive. The high elf just struts her way in, sounding about as tough as Roak looked.
None.
For once in his life, he does not look like the most intimidating one.
For once in her life, Thea doesn't feel like the most talkative, powerful one, I guess.
Talking about
Yawn to your dead.
there's a power word.
Baku, what would you like to do? As you see the kobolds still holding their fire over your party.
Baku is going to say, "Take me there!" Owl's turn. Swoop down 10 feet.
Okay.
Grab me. And that's going to move 5, 10. And then I'm going to jump on the building where the kobold died. And I'm going to use my healer's kit to try and heal him. Or stabilize him.
Okay, he has 2 rounds of death saving throws. I have to keep track of it now since we're actually trying to heal him. So let's see. 1 fail. And 1 success. So as you walk up to him, give me an active medicine check since we're still in combat.
This is
You can roll with
advantage
advantage,
since-
yes. As you just Baku gets swooped down, his eagle grabs him. Eagle! Feels like a very Scrubs moment as Turk drops him down on the roof. And the med kit pops out of Baku's shell. He starts stitching together this kobold. He starts giving him CPR. You see this turtle breathing on this little kobold, trying to bring him back to life. And Baku stabilizes him. Roll me a d4, sir.
Baku's a actions speak louder than words type of guy.
And you see all the kobolds dumbfounded. They are confused. Their slings not disengage, but they just diminish a bit. They're not held back quite as taut.
And then in common, he's going to say, "We are not here to harm you. We are just here to help you out."
And as a free action, you hear, "Can you save our lord? Can you bring him back? He was slaughtered, and all we wish is for him to be back."
Oh, great.
Wisdom save.
Baku has a very sad look on his face at this point.
Remember that
Lights
blast.
are on. It's not gonna happen.
Remember blast, Baku.
15.
Remember, bless. Everything matters at this point. God damn it,
19.
guys.
19.
Yeah, they're gonna try to. They might shoot through it.
Are you going to give me results or something, or am I gonna?
No, I am sorry. I was looking everything up.
Oh, you're fine. I
So
was just trying to figure out.
as you
time-
make this
conversation.
contested going back and forth, because it was your action to go to heal him, so you only had a free action to communicate. As they go back, you are going to hear him cry out, "You can heal Cockerel! You can heal our lord, right?" You are not able to respond yet. You used your full 6 seconds free action, 6 seconds action. That takes, oh, god damn it. No, I didn't. This hurts me. Like, this honestly pains me. I'm having to look up shit just to make sure I'm correct. Honestly, you see Baku fly to the top and crying out in common in this conversation with the kobold. With your passive perception, you're actually going to pick up 2 tears dropping from each one of the kobold's eyes, the east and western adobe houses above you. Look at their wisdom saves.
I just picked a little rat people. I don't know how that's.
Oswin?
Kobolds,
Bum.
Yeah, I know.
come down and let us help you. We come here just to help, and no, honestly, we could probably ask for a couple of favors for you in return. But yes, come down here, please.
Yes.
Okay, situation.
Oh, gladly. Is it 27 okay? Oh, wait, hold on. I'm still blessed.
Oh yeah, you are.
31.
Oh! With a 20.
31.
Oh, that's so
With a 27, and then you still worry about the bless. I love the way you play, Brad. I love the numbers game. As you just see all of these kobolds start running. They can't use their fucking held actions to move. They drop their slings on the ground, and they just fall to their knees. Turtle! Save our Lord! Healer! Turtle! Save! Cockerel! For a 6 seconds of their free action as Oswin does this interaction persuasion.
Thea's
All of them go
I
pro.
love having +10. I just love +10 persuasion.
Oh my god, that was the best persuasion roll I have seen in a damn long time. You get inspiration for that. Well done, sir. Oh, that's not like you need the added buff.
Rock is kind of cuffs. My work here is done.
Well, it is your turn, Roak, so what would you like to do as your work is done?
I'm gonna redo that that intimidation check just to save some face.
Okay.
Wait.
Add it.
That's gonna be a 13.
As Roak gets looked upon, he just gets over, he gets Roak! Help! Crusade, my lord! Roak! Help! But that is all you were able to hear with your intimidation. They do not seem to be offset or like uneasy, but they do understand your strength and the gravity of which you can possess with your row rocks.
Okay, so I'm guessing that was my action.
That was your action, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to I-ho it away, taking my 10 feet and jump off.
And you just see Roak take a step. He clicks his heels together, and with his magic boots, he does an amazing jump off into the distance, saying, "Fuck this shit, I'm out."
That's me, baby.
And that takes us to 24 seconds into this goddamn random encounter. Jake, the albino dwarf, what would you like to do? As both the creatures that were just aiming their slings at you have now dropped their slings and fallen to their knees in praise of their lord, Cockerel.
You know what? Just to make things extra crazy, I'm going to give everyone else bless that doesn't have it already.
yes!
Okay, everyone has blesses. You just see him twiddle his fingers all around. You just hear the kobolds, yes! Yes, heal! Use magic! Use the dark magic! We cannot heal the death curse!
We'll fight the death curse for you.
Anything
To
else?
bring your lord back.
Anything else? You're over there.
Just
You're
say
like
that
whispering in the distance. Jack.
No, I'm just chilling, man. I'm into my turn, just casually.
That'll take us to Rylu.
As they have dropped their slings, I will ask them, still in Infernal, do you not wish to fight us anymore?
What was that? Sorry.
I will ask them in Infernal in a non-threatening manner, but just as a question, do you not wish to fight us at this point?
Moron. Done.
Sorry, we're missing the actual question. We can hear everything leading up, but what's the actual question you asked them?
Do you not wish to fight us anymore?
Do you hate us? Do you want to hurt us?
Oh.
Do you want to hurt us anymore?
That makes more sense.
Do you not wish to fight us anymore?
And you hear Cryas, no! We will not fight! If you can save our lord! As they just continue to bow to Baku right now, standing over their newly revived kobold friend.
I will use my free action to shout out in common, we need not our weapons. They do not wish to fight us right now.
But our minds do.
For everyone else to hear.
Okay. You're able to do that quite well. Thea, as you hear this, what would you like to do?
Does I hear what he just said, that
Yeah.
he still wants to fight them?
No.
Oh, okay. Thea is going to say, okay, wait. No, he just fell down. Okay, question real quick. Was he brought literally back from the dead?
You are not able to see whether or not, because this creature is still prone, you basically see Baku going to town with his suture set, trying to stitch something up. You can't tell whether or not it's a body or a really intricate crocheted pillow.
Okay, but like she can. I mean, clearly they know that something's been brought back enough to.
Oh yeah, no. You saw something like rise, something
okay.
happen, and then all of the kobolds drop to their knees. You have to infer from that moment what happened because you don't have
Okay.
direct line of sight on what Baku just
But
did besides
from
his
what
communication.
she knows about Baku, she knows that he can heal and do
Yes.
stuff like that. Okay, so I guess she's gonna kind of figure that out for the most part, right?
What's your passive insight?
17.
Insight, not perception.
Oh.
10 plus your insight.
Yeah, you missed the whole thing.
I guess
Maybe 10.
10.
You're in that turn without
Okay.
making an active check against it.
Okay.
Yeah, still hears,
So
guys.
she's going to say, "I would like to help you as best we would like to help you as best we can."
Okay. So as Thea says, we wish to help you best we can. You hear Rylu cry out that we don't want to. If you don't want to fight us anymore, we need not use our weapons. So you see Rylu taking more defensive stance, taking his twiddly fingers down so he doesn't use his magical tiefling destruction. You hear Thea trying to reason everything out. At this point, since we've gone through the rounds, are y'all actively making a calm motion towards them? Is there any
Yes.
antagonistic motion?
No, Thea has put down all her spells. She's standing there very calmly, very chill.
Oswin, Jack, Rylu, any antagonistic motion from y'all?
Nope.
No, a matter of fact, I'm just like, at this point, I was like reaching out to like shake hands with one of the kobolds, like, hi, nice to meet you.
All right, we are out of initiative. 24 seconds into when y'all first engaged the Kobold Yonti encounter, and Baku is now the new healer lord that can bring things back. Let's RP some shit. What do y'all want to do?
Baku is going to say, I am sorry, friend, but if you can keep your lord alive long enough, well, actually, if you can keep his body, once me and my fellow comrades are able to remove the death curse, then we can revive him.
But he is dead. But he is dead. We are holding him in his funeral ceremony. He is dead. His corpse lies.
He is dead for now. Once the death curse is removed, it is possible to revive him with the proper magic.
Actually, I take that back. Give me an insight roll.
I can
Straight?
offer advantage
Yeah.
if you need it.
Yes, good. That was disadvantage, not advantage.
Insight is going to be 21.
So as communication going back and forth from Baku and the kobolds, you see the kobold trying to lie and say that they still have the body of their leader. They still have him in a sanctuary in a place of, well, repose so that his kobold followers can come and worship him. It's a secret hidden place. And what he is actually doing is lying. They do not have the body. He was obliterated during the attack. So there are no pieces that they were able to gather to collect.
Does Thea, can she tell that they're lying based with her
Yes,
passive perception?
that was what their deception was. It was with Baku's active and everyone else's passive, unless your passive is a 6 or lower on an insight. Y'all understand this kobold is straight out lying through his sharp little teeth.
Thea
that they still
calls
have the
him out
body.
on it. She says, I don't think that's true.
Don't call him out.
Okay.
He utterly denies this. No, we have our body. No, we have the body of the Lord. We will maintain him in the best of
You just
capacities.
saved him. Let's not go to war with him.
I'm not.
Question.
I'm saying,
Above the
I don't think
table,
that's true.
as a character, would we know, can you be revived if you're obliterated?
I don't think. I mean, me personally,
wish.
I wouldn't think so.
Your character would think that revivify, some sort of magical means, could be done if you only had a part of you. With a reasonable passive insight, you think that it could only be a part, but with a death curse, you would understand that revival in any capacity of that shape isn't possible until you
it's
obliterate
removed.
the soulmonger.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's a 1-2 step. You would have to take out the soulmonger before trying to rejuvenate the body, even if you had part or the whole.
I'm really
So-
thinking just tell him, we'll go ahead and do it, save the body part. You can have your ceremony, but
Baku is going to say,
Yeah.
we at some point will be able to help him, but you must be as most forthcoming as you can. For some reason, I'm getting the impression that you're not telling me everything that you know.
Yeah,
You
they
hear from the
ain't.
bushes. Are they gone yet?
He says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Healer Baku. I apologize. We do not have the whole body of our Lord. We only have the pieces. The mongrels that destroyed them and ripped them to pieces."
You have the pieces, though, right?
Yes, and
Okay, relax.
He says, we have a finger.
Me and my comrades, as long as we can get rid of Bullmonger, we can cure the death curse, come back here and help you revive him.
You see them
There
scratch
is
their
hope.
heads as they say, "Soulmonger, what is this?"
Us that is
He's a
stopping
big bad
people
man.
from being revived. What?
Thea thinks to herself, do these things even read a book?
What's his name? Peter? Pettigrew?
God damn you! No. Oh, gotta get my Harry Potter in there. So as you see Baku just trying to communicate back and forth with these kobolds, you see them talk about their new savior Baku, the person that could possibly heal their lord, and with that, the extension of this entire party, this entire party that might have the means to bring him back to life. But with that, they begin to praise y'all for a good 24 seconds, a good 4 rounds, before an odd look comes over their face. You see a good few of them turn and look around one another, and they start to ask questions amongst yourself. Anyone that can understand Draconic understands for the first 6 seconds. They're asking, well, if they're this powerful, maybe they know what happened to our Lord. Maybe they could scry and they could tell us what happened to him. So anyone that speaks Draconic is able to understand that these creatures are talking. Would you like to do anything in the 6 seconds that you hear this?
Thea asks, hey, if you have any questions, you can ask us. You don't need to be afraid to ask.
Okay. So Thea opens the
Nicely.
floor for
She's going to
discussion.
ask it nicely.
Anyone else that can speak Draconic?
They don't know.
I translate what they said to everyone who doesn't already speak Draconic.
Yeah, they're only saying it in Draconic.
Yeah, I translate what they said to my party to everyone who cannot speak Draconic.
Okay, so everyone is able to respond in common if you want to. Since it's correspondence, you get 3 seconds to respond to Jack so that he can translate it if you want to try and say something back.
Thea's going to speak to them in their own language.
Okay. Would anyone like to say anything?
An infernal. No, I won't say anything.
All right. You just see the kobolds look around and they detach off, asking you one apiece. Do you know what happened to our Lord? Everyone, please give me a deception roll.
Oh.
Unless you're coming with the truth. Otherwise, let me know. If you have a deception roll, type it into the chat.
I am going to tell them.
10 plus 4 plus 7.
Plus bless.
Yeah, that's a plus 4. So 21 deception.
I'm sorry. Would you mind typing that into the window? Okay, 21 for deception for the bard. Or you just see him say, "No, I know nothing about your lord's death. I couldn't imagine what happened to him, but we'll try and do our best to save the soul, or to cleanse the soulmonger and save your lord." As you see the albino dwarf try and do a half-assed version of, we're probably going to try and do our best, but we don't really know what happened. We might have heard about it in some side rumors, and he alludes to it for a little bit. Riley, what was your roll? 19? Okay. Riley does an impressive job. His tail stays true. It doesn't twitch whenever he tries to say, no, we don't know anything much about it. What was 15?
I didn't roll yet.
Okay, so 15 for Rowlock. You hear nothing from the bushes as he holds his composure as he doesn't start laughing.
So Baku is going to say, yes, unfortunately, I was in the same room he was in the moment he died. I tried to protect him, but I was not able to place my shield in the way in time.
You see 2 of the kobolds get extremely angry, and they try and reach down for their slings that are no longer there because they dropped them on the rooftops.
And Baku will say, I tried to save him. There was nothing I could do. I was limited where I was.
You must understand. That is why we came over here to help you in the first place. I felt so terrible for not being able to protect him. I had to give at least you my help where I could.
And collectively they ask, who killed our Lord?
It was one by the name of Appleseed. He is not here. However, I am trying to figure out where he is and take care of the situation.
Two of them still are unable to hold their composure as they look around, still trying to grasp for it. You can kill our Lord, bring him back, but we'll pay. He will pay for what he has done to our Lord, and we'll bring him back stronger and build his horde throughout Omu.
Yes, I will. Once I find this Appleseed, I will most for sure
Deception.
let him know.
Persuasion?
Trying to deceive him.
We don't know if Appleseed is coming back.
Well, I wouldn't.
Oh wait, shit! I forgot. Well,
You can have advantage if you need it. Also,
in
black.
does Baku know?
I can also assist in this.
Yeah, okay, you can get assistance.
Okay.
As you see Baku trying to figure out, like, where the fuck is Appleseed right now? Is he kind of just looking around?
Thea shrugs and goes, oh.
14.
Oh, snap.
14, I think?
Also,
Or
black.
13.
They do have just a bit. Did you do your bless?
Oh, nope.
God damn it.
15, 17, 18. Boom, thank you. Forgot about that.
And when the bless makes fucking difference, Kobolds calm down. Says, "Our Lord, not. The Appleseed will be taken in time."
If I was not trying to help your lord, you'll be dead. He stops for a second, and he doesn't say that.
You hear Roak coming from the background. He'd still be dead.
Thea motions to the bushes. Shh.
Baku says, I was not trying to kill your lord. I was trying to help him, which is why I came over here to help you. I figured I was trying to make amends, if you will.
Thea
Well,
says
with that, they're going to make their amends. They are going to say thank you. They are going to ask that you do whatever you can to terror and heal their Lord. They will be waiting. They have taken your names. They know your faces, and they say that they will be waiting in Omu and waiting for the resurrection of their Lord. They seem quite naive, a little Hebrewish, maybe a little Judeo-Christian, depends on your timeline.
Baku whistles, walks over to the edge of the building, turns to them and says, we will return. And he just steps off looking at them. And as he steps off, this owl comes in and...
Okay, you just see Baku do the greatest of exits out of this entire negotiation.
Thea thinks to herself.
I was
"Damn,
going
should-
to ask, would you be able to, I asked him in Infernal, I asked him, because of this transaction between us, will your brethren attack us if they see us in the future?
We will communicate what we can, and we will show your faces to our comrades as we see them. Be wary if you meet them before we meet them. I'm sorry. Be wary if you meet them before we meet them.
We got it.
And at this point, when Baku starts to fly off, he will unsheath his sword that he sheathed temporarily for probably the first time that anyone's seen.
God damn it. So you see Baku flying off into the sun as it's setting off on the horizon of the peninsula of Chult, as you see what looks like a grasshopper hopping over the Chultan terrain as Roak, the Goliath, is using his new magic weapon shoes to use an amazing amount of leaping strength
Feeling like a small child.
to go back to the place that they fucking ran away from in the start of this whole thing, as y'all are still communicating with the kobold. And they're trying to say, yeah, we'll let our little kobold buddies know. Just try not to run across them before we meet them.
Because I think they have is over here. One other thing we got is over here.
So Jack, Rylu, and Oswin, what are y'all doing right now as the other two guys hop off into oblivion? I need another goddamn drink, Jordan.
Audio is cutting in and out.
I would like to attempt to persuade them to also attempt to gather any information about the area and the tomb. Pardon me.
I was like, tomb or tome? Which book? God damn,
Tomb.
Is that too much?
We'll make it happen.
Okay.
Give me the persuasion at advantage.
At advantage?
Also bless if you need it.
Yes, because you basically had Baku the healer, a Jesus type figure to these kobolds, just step off a roof, and then get picked up by a giant eagle. They are basically praising y'all as the Knights of the Round Table, the Acolytes, the 12 Apostles. Just hope that one of you isn't Judas. Like, they think that y'all are near godly right now.
Well, I only got a 23.
They're not wrong.
Only a 23 with your goddamn pluses, you jack of all trades. You're able to convey this, and they say that they have been battling Yontis in small battles, and we've been taking them on and trying to root them out from our homeland. We have sealed off most of the entrances to our tomb, to the protection area for our Lord. His place of slaughter will be his place of eternal rest. And so they let you know that his body remains where he was killed, and that is their central location where they're keeping him, trying to defend as they're fighting other Yonti in the surrounding area, and they've actually been winning the battle using small, detail-oriented battle techniques and taking their massive forces over small parties. That's why there was a good 7 of them taking on 2 Yonti.
Well, keep on the good fight.
And with that, they start hopping around, they grab all of their slings, and they start to shirk off into the distance.
Yeah.
Doing an okay job of stealthing.
So going back to the gate.
Yes. Yeah, oh yeah. What would y'all, the rest of the party like to do is the other ones have hopped off to the gate.
Thea quickly yells out, "Good luck on your," I guess whatever they're doing, to the little rat people. And then she follows along, watching as she's trying to keep up with Rowak as he's hopping through the bushes, yelling, slow down, I need to catch up."
Oswin, Jack, Riley?
I would try to catch up as well.
Yeah, might as well.
I'll do a sauntering motion as I saunter over back to the original point.
Where are you sauntering?
Jack, what was that? Sorry, you're still cutting out from our end.
He was asking if I was doing nonchalant sauntering.
I walk over there with him. I just chill. Casually.
Okay. As we make it back to the entrance, what would y'all like to do?
Well, Brad said he needed to leave soon.
Yes.
Okay. So is this where we want to play for the night?
Is this a safe place to pause for the night?
Yes, y'all won't rest by the end of the session, but this is where we can stop.
Can I spend the rest of the time we got here explaining to them how to open the door?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I do that.
Okay.
How do we open the door?
Yeah, how do we do that?
You're able to put the cubes into corresponding places into this door, the third hidden passageway into the mountainside. There's a proper correspondence according to all the actual alignments of the 9 trickster gods.
And the rival.
That's why I was so particular about putting that first fucking cube in that one particular spot.
Well, actually, that one didn't matter at all. That one was just going to kill you no matter what 8 cubes you put in it. The other one was the one where placement matters, but it was kind of nice going through that. Sorry to burst that bubble, but it was kind of funny going on this side. It hurts.
Damn room.
Oh, man. That one's rough. That has torn up 2 of the parties so far.
We got out of there without a scratch.
There had at least 3 downed characters. They were trying to use healing word as people were going down in around 6 and 7.
Last I ran this with didn't have healers.
Mm.
Did not get trapped in there with healers.
That's not good.
All right, lads. Well, that's where we're going to call it for the night.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
This was Quite epic.
Hold on.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dead.
Holy shit.
Why is
Yeah.
Bob